let's get this show on the road then, shall we? What's happening? What's popping? What's good? What's Gucci? What's going on? We've got a good one for us today. We do love a late kick-off. It gives me time to actually sit down and, prepare for this one actually, so I'm not pure stressed out or anything, which we love to see. How you doing, James? Nice to see you, man. First one in, we always shout the first one in. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. 6 changes, yeah. I mean, honestly, that straight out the gate is a very different team than what a lot of people were thinking, but I did get a few of the calls right in my Discord call. We did like a community call a few days ago, and last night as well, where we kind of discussed what the potential teams could be. And a few of the ones that I actually kind of seen that we would maybe go for, like Palmer, like Yang, we actually went ahead and did exactly that. We went and got them, so I'm just going to quickly pull everything up before we get rolling, because of course there's another game that's going alongside this one today, so we'll be keeping an eye on that one as well. But I mean, for those that are curious, there's Celtic's lineup is a pretty interesting one actually when you look at it across the board. I don't think there's too many bad opinions. Maybe just a simple case of fitness and minutes. You would have probably made the case that Kuhn might have probably been a good idea to bring on for the bench, but for this one, that's what we've got. I think it's a respectable lineup though. There's no Johnston for this one, probably just for the sake of keeping him, fit for the semi-final game against Aberdeen in a couple of days. So I think the back line makes sense. Trusty wasn't horrible, and I think he will probably be a good kind of counter, pairing with Carter Vickers. Taylor playing out on the left makes sense as well. We'll probably be prioritising starting Bally for Aberdeen, so that kind of makes sense too. The midfield three, that's exactly as I called it. I basically was like, well, honestly, the rest of this team I called player for player, right? Like genuinely, I thought Yang and Palmer would get minutes because it would make sense. Dundee's probably the easiest game that we've got over the next few kind of match days, so it would make sense to give them minutes now, see if Palmer's up to speed and if we can get him kind of moving in and doing what's necessary. So that makes sense, that's cool. But I like the midfield three. Honestly, McCowan, fantastic, and Gels, I think he'll be relatively fine. And Bernardo makes sense too. I think they're both very sensible decisions. I know Flash isn't with us, he's at the game today, so we're using the good old-fashioned delayed system, so I'll be about a minute or so behind, give or take. How you doing, guys? Nice to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I'm presuming you'll be kind of keeping tabs. We've kind of got like a little thing going for Aberdeen and Rangers down in the corner. They kick off about 15 minutes after we do, so it'll be a slight bit of a delay. Hope the boss doesn't cock us up. Well, I mean, honestly, I think the team is strong enough, right? Like, I know that people might have their complaints and go, well, we should probably be playing our captain in this game. But again, like, this isn't a game that we're going to be taking as seriously as the few that are coming up after this, right? And even though I say that in the sense that it's just the game that's the least important on paper, right? You've got a semi-final against Aberdeen, Leipzig a few days after that, and then you're straight back in with basically games every 3 or 4 days right after the international break in the middle of November as well. So ideally, you want to try and get some fitness and minutes and rotation now, right? Because realistically, you want to make sure everyone's up to speed so that when they come back for the international fixtures, everybody's going to have to do what's necessary, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to have to play their part. So getting players like Ralston minutes, I don't mind. I think that's respectable. I think McCowan makes sense for this game. He was fantastic in the last one. So in my eyes, none of this is bad at all. I actually fuck with this heavy. I don't think it's a bad team, but I think it's just a case of seeing how they actually, play as a whole. I'm just turning down the music a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Dundee's lineup, there isn't too much to really say. It's kind of what you would expect. If you want a little glance, here it is. If you want a kind of full rundown of it, but there's a couple of key players, as you would imagine, on the Ross County side. The one that I've picked for the thumbnail, of course, Murray. Guy is a baller, right? But there's a couple of players that can kind of cause some problems too. Of course, Silla in the midfield is kind of one of the key players that a lot of people are talking about. Lyle Cameron as well, very, very solid player. I call him Rick Astley, but I know it's not his name, but Astley's a very solid player as well. And Portales, we kind of know him. He's respectable. He's kind of a mainstay in the SPFL at this point, so it's not too bad. And of course, the keeper. I always like the goalkeeper. McCracken's a solid shot stopper when he plays well, so there's a couple of players that they can certainly rely on too. And if you want a little quick peek at the bench, if you haven't looking at the one that's right beside us, there's a more in-depth look. Johnston's on the bench, Scales, Valais, Sinisalo, Maeda, Hatate, Forrest, Welsh and Totley. So there is no, there's no Kuhn. I think that's the main one to kind of see. And obviously there's no Ida. He's moon-booted, as you like to say. But they've got a couple of options there. A few, again, familiar SPFL veterans, Curtis Main and McGee, to kind of name a few. But They can definitely do what's necessary. How yous all doing, man? How yous all doing? What's happening? How you doing, Stephen? Nice to see you. Bets on. What are you going for? What's your bet, Chief? I'm sure there's a respectable one here. I've kind of rattled it down. It's either going to be 3 or 4-0, right? Like, I don't see Dundee doing too much this game. They're going to be just playing for a point at best, so it's going to be very defensive if you couldn't tell by their shape. So Celtic are going to come out the gates with this one, and we're only going to get stronger because, like I said, if the problem arises that we're not scoring goals or the players that are getting freshness in minutes ain't playing up to speed, they can be switched out very comfortably for players that are already guaranteed to be relatively good. So we don't need to worry about that too much. I feel like this is a game that we've got on lock. It's just a case about getting out the gates fast. I was kind of saying last night, we want to score in the first 15 minutes, so Aberdeen and Rangers both know we need to win this game. It just makes it more interesting, you know what I mean? How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you, man. Likewise with you, Kevin. How you doing, brother? You just don't think you're strong enough to beat Aberdeen? I feel like there is a potential to do so, man. But again, at Pittodrie it's a bit different. They're a very strong side at home. And they're frustrating, right? That's Aberdeen's thing. That's their whole identity of the season. They like to cause problems, so far so good. I don't think they're complaining. There's just the light show going on at the background there. It's pretty much a packed out stadium actually, which isn't bad. He's absolutely never going to let you down. Ashley's he's not really been that reliable for Dundee. I want to clarify that. They have conceded a lot of goals. They've only had 1 win in the last 5, and I mean, if we win today we break a overall record, because the only other team that has ever been able to go 40 games undefeated against another SPFL team is Partick Thistle. They've gone 40 games undefeated against someone, I can't mind who it was, but I think if Celtic win against Dundee today, that's 40 games without a loss. So yeah, I mean, the odds are very much in Celtic's favour for this one. Let's be fully honest. At home, we haven't been particularly convincing at times, but this feels like one of those games where you want to kind of show to Aberdeen, hey, this is our level. This is what we do every single week. So 4-0 and a 5-0 on. Good payout, and you got an Aberdeen to win as well. I think that's a respectable double bet, honestly. Suggested, I don't know how that went. I've got the odds set to the lowest possible one. That one will play every 5 or 10 minutes, I'd imagine. What do you think the full-time score will end up being? You're going 4-1 Celtic, Matthew. Very, very good. I like how you've just kind of made sure that you've got that one just in case Dundee decide to score. So, I mean, that's honestly sensible. The boys are walking out right now. I do like this. I think this is going to be a good one, honestly. I feel like this might be comfortable. After all this build-up, who's calling 1-0 Dundee? Imagine. It would absolutely fucking suck if that happened, but who knows, honestly. I mean, football's a funny sport. We've fell to, you know, much easier opponents in the past, so there is always that kind of back of your head thought that we kind of need to get the first goal as soon as possible, but like I said, there's always the probability that we can at least kind of stamp the authority early on and cause a couple of problems, and we love to see it, you know what I mean. I've still got a lot of work to do after this as well, because I've got to like start making a video for the like 10 game review that I said I would do. Love to see that you're at the game though. I hope you're enjoying out there, man. Flash is out there too, so shout out the big man as well. Celtic will have a cricket store. I wouldn't say it's going to be like 6s and 7s. I feel like if we're going to play like at our best with the way that our team's laid out right now, I feel like this is more or less a respectable kind of 3-4-0 type of bracket score, but who knows? Like I said, Dundee might come out and play, but I will read out the lineups one last time. We'll start with Dundee because that makes the most sense, but their team is as follows. McCracken starts in between the sticks with Robertson, Portales and Astley, who is never going to let you down, as Kevin made the joke earlier there, but we've got Ingram, Lyle Cameron, Silla, Robertson and Lakeche in the well, on the left hand side. I don't know if it's Lakeche or Lakeche, but Lakeche sounds cooler, so that's what he's going to be called. Murray and Mulligan, the M&M kind of attacking sequence, so to speak, will take up their front line, but keep in mind this 5 in the middle will dip and change as necessary. He'll push forward. Silla will kind of make little adjustments here and there. Celtic's lineup is as follows. Schmeichel starts in between the sticks. Taylor and Ralston are our full-backs. Carter Vickers and Trusty are centre-back pairing for the first time starting this season, with McCowan and Giles and Bernardo are midfield 3, with Yang and Palma getting their first duo nod start this season too, with Furuhashi playing in central between them. 3-0 will stop playing. Who knows? Who absolutely knows? But as long as we win, that's the main thing. Here's a little look at the table for those that are curious with the situation that goes on today with Aberdeen and Rangers playing. That is a pretty big match with the overall kind of consequences on the table, let's say. But Celtic need to just do the bare minimum, get the win, make sure that they're in the best possible opportunity. Of course, Dundee are not in the best position, but a win would throw them straight back into the fight for top 6, and that would do them just nicely. So who knows? It's going to be a very, very interesting one for damn sure. They're playing us a memorial thing as well, which is always nice to see. But I hope you're all having a lovely night. Your game's on Sky Sports, and I'm keeping my tab on it as well. It's in the side. Right now we're just doing a wee minute of silence and then we'll be kicking off. Contractual obligations, guys, most likely. You got 200 spread over 4 bets, 2 bets on Celtic and 2 on Aberdeen. Any of them come up, you'll make a profit. None of them coming in, it's a rush and you'll lose 200. Well, at least you're doing bracket betting, mate. At least you're kind of, you know, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. I suppose that's reasonable in its own way, but I mean, this is going to be very, very good for us, man. Hopefully we do what's necessary, but our lineup as follows right before we get ready to kick off. Schmeichel is definitely going to be probably the least busy goalkeeper of the two, but the rest of the team definitely makes sense. I don't think there's too much else to really worry about. Hey, then, Homer, nice to see you, mate. And likewise with you as well, Joe. Love to see you, but there's just that minute silence playing out for Tommy Callahan. Any of the older dogs in here might know that name. For the newer ones, not necessarily, but there are a lot of clips of the boy that could finish. He was a good finisher. Know the drill, get ready to spark up and then we'll be kicking off in about a minute or so. You really do need to win this one, guys. It's a big one for you at the top of the table for all intents and purposes. We're just about to get out of the huddle now and then we'll be underway and rolling. This is going to be an interesting one for all intents and purposes. Celtic need to get this win. Simple put in the nicest way possible. Do not give the fucking chance to Dundee. I swear to God, if we find a way to ball this game, I will be very, very surprised. I'm going to be real. But our lineup is good. It's solid enough. I feel like we've got the job done. We're about to get the ball rolling underway, so gentlemen, let us commence fourth. Ball, once the referee decides to do his thing, is underway and the game is going. Come on, boys, we just want to see a basic decent performance, nothing too severe, nothing too dramatic. We just want to keep it concise and composed. No bullshit, no faff, no fuss. We win this one comfortably and move on to the next one. But Dundee might cause some problems. There's a header over the back early here and already the first cutout not really dealt with comfortably. There's a few bobble abouts and there might be a foul early on. It's given Dundee's way actually. They have a foul right out the gate. Fair enough, we'll give this a wee refresh, make sure that we've kind of got that up and going. There we go. Love to see it. And again, someone give me a reminder in about 15 minutes when the Aberdeen Rangers game kicks off, just so I can refresh the timer down in the bottom corner so we can keep a tab on that game too. Big opportunity for Dundee outside the gate, I know. But it's the same feeling about the game should do. He's just naturally pessimistic, brother. That's just kind of how he is, you know. This could be dangerous. Cross in is up and away. Not really dealt with. Swung in across. It's well tipped by Schmeichel. Could be dangerous. Cleared out. And I'm not sure if it's a corner or a throw in. I think it's been given as a throw in. That could have been potentially dangerous right out of the gate. Schmeichel made a really good stop actually. It was a really decent snapshot as well actually. It bounced down. Dundee kind of made a half swing at it. It just didn't work out for them. Schmeichel had just about enough time to react. Tip it around the post relatively comfortable. Thought it was kind of prevented and put out for a throw in, but corner kick Dundee it is. How you doing, Al? Nice to see you, brother. I'm more than fine. I hope you're well yourself, brother. That's a good ball into the box for Dundee again. This one's a high swinger. Should be Schmeichel's to claim. Does. Oh, he spills it though. Gathers it back at the second time I'm asking. A very awkward opening 2 minutes for us, but nonetheless, ball's in our hands and we can go forward and try and do something with it. That could have been dangerous. Please do not make this awkward for yourselves, boys. This is the easiest game for the next 5 or 6 fixtures, so do not fucking make a mistake. Keep it simple. Ball's played across, simple and effective. We'll love to see it. Holy fucking shit. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you very much, Megan. That's class of you. I suppose we should shout out everyone that's in. Kelly, thank you. Welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself. Bunch of emotes for you, man. Same with Hashman. Happy Chappy. Oh, I still love that name. And apparently the whole nation of Scotland. Right, the whole nation of Scotland's now now a member. That's class. Oh, welcome to the stream, Megan. I hope you're well, man. It would be a very good turnaround for Rangers, but again, you have to kind of keep it condensed and possible. But cheers, like, very much. I'm sure Virtual will be quite happy with that, actually, you know what I mean? You know, as a a fellow Mancunian. Palmer had a half chance to do something there, but he's just kind of been pressed out. But thank you, genuinely, Megan, that's top class here. I'll make sure that every single one of your names are put onto the members wall as soon as possible. And for those that don't know, if you become a member, you have a bunch of this. You know, you're going to feature on that. That's your little thing up there, Megan, for the Champions Crew thing, in case you're curious. But we've got to focus up on the game because football is happening. As a play back across, Michael just going to play it out, simple and safe. We'll have to see it. It's a lovely ball across the flank. He's going to have to cut that inside. Does indeed do so. Decent from the Cowan, no problems at all. Carter Vickers has to switch. Does indeed. Love it. How's your composure, boys? Lovely play out towards the left hand side. Palmer's got the potential to cut it in. Doesn't necessarily get it, but the pass is just about gathered. Bernardo's going to switch it. Looks for the potential ball into space. Kyogo's there with the chest down. Shot well saved by the keeper. McCracken stands strong. It should have been 1-0 Celtic. Oh, big chance, man. That really should have found the back of the net in some capacity. Doesn't necessarily do so in that time, but Celtic still have it in the final third. Played out towards the left. Lovely ball. Palmer cuts it in. 1-2 layoff is simple enough. They've got some movement there, but Dundee have their shape set. Good work for them. Could have been a big opportunity for us. It was just, again, one of those poor timed shots for Kyogo. Doesn't necessarily pick either side. Could have been dangerous. Played in towards Palmer. Cut back and across, and we'll just go back and buy some time and space. Trusty will have it on the other side of the defence. Switch it across to Carter Vickers, and we can try and build and go again. I love that. KKZ's Fenian Army. I'd love that, but it's a small army, but it's enough to fucking rock entire nations. Let's go. That's a ball out for Dundee, actually. They have a potential run there. Murray's going to be cut out by Carter Vickers in the end. Comfortable. That was indeed a football, Kevin. You're spot on, man. Could have been better for us there. We should have got something. Didn't necessarily work out, but... Guys, at this point, just switch. Just stop yourself the pain, man. Just stop yourself the pain and agony. I don't know what memberships those was that were gifted, if there were extra time ones in Bliss. That's a really good shoulder off, actually. Taylor's not fucking around with that one. Tries to go forward. Potential cross in. Opts to play it safe at, and Ralston just decides he's going to pass it straight to them. Fair enough. Tries to win the ball back. No foul is given. Potential steal break, and it's good. Caught inside. Could be decent. Let's move it. Lovely control. Taylor's going to switch it to the other side. Just get it gathered for the other Scotsman on the other side of the pitch. Good cut across, actually. There could be something on here. Young opts to play it central. Bernardo rolls it back, and Carter Vickers has it after a couple of back passes. Maybe not ideal, but nonetheless we move. Damn right, Homer. Hope everyone's having a class night. It's, you know, Halloween Eve, spooky seasons. Got a couple of balls in the team to hopefully cause surprise, a chance! Kyogo's missed a fucking sitter! How do you miss that bad, though? I understand the first one, I really genuinely do, but that was shit. Sorry, mate, but that was piss poor. It was really well done for Angels to kind of hassle, gets it through. Kyogo has so much goal to aim at that I think he just panics. Should have been, we could have had two at this point already, but it's you can tell by the crowd's reaction behind the goal. Hands above the heads and everything, that should have been one. Dundee survive a massive scare, man. Portales looks relieved. There's two big chances for Kyogo that's gone missing in the first 7 minutes, but at least we're getting chances. I suppose you have to say that there's that. The Devil's Night. Yeah, you could be right. I just call it Halloween Eve, because that's Hallows Eve, I guess they call it. Well, we got a couple of bangers on the park, man. Carter Vickers to give you the jitters. We love to see it. There's a lovely pass for him, actually. There's a play up towards the left-hand side. Palmer's got it after a couple of Intricate touchy, shot from range is respectable, but not really going to be too much of a threat from about 30 yards out. But we respect it for the Belgian, hits it hard, hits it high, but does not hit it on target, so Dundee survive another temporary scare. Green Brigade's in fine fucking voice though, you love to see that. A little unlucky for the Belgian, just doesn't necessarily get it down in the way that you would have hoped. Well, I genuinely hope you're all having class night. Stockery's just complaining to the official about something there, I'm not too sure what, but they've swung the ball up and the chase is on. Who's going to win this one? Murray gets bundled down by Trust there, there's a couple of spill arounds. Should be comfortably gathered in the end. The American gets the ball and he should just look for options out left. Does indeed do so, here we go. Played back to Trusty, switched back across to the big yank. Let's see where it goes this time. Back central and there could be a potential opening here. We have to move the ball a bit faster though. Good for Taylor, really good actually. I don't know if Palmer was offside or not, but they've kept the flag down for now. Doesn't really matter because we go back to the defensive shape anyway, so vibes I guess. Oh, I think Celtic are almost guaranteed to score a goal or two. That's a lovely cut across, could be awkward. Decent potential there, but nothing too fruitful kind of blossoms from it, so Dundee have the ball. Actually a really clever pass, and they can really break actually. They've got options, there's a couple of stampede tackles, but nothing really gets through it. Silla has it in the midfield. Just lobs to roll it back comfortably in the end. Ashley's screaming out for it on the other side. They do eventually get it into space. Aberdeen are up for this, Kaz. Doesn't look... Well, I mean, yeah, you haven't seen them play yet, right? You have to base it off of the actual kind of football that you seeded. Don't be pessimistic until there's a reason to be. That's a foul, surely. Apparently there's... might have been an offside or something anyway. I don't know, from the original ball out. I really fuck with the Dundee's like goalkeeper kit. See that as a short sleeve? That would actually be a very nice kit to have. That would be class if we could, Megan, thank you. I don't usually plug things until about 20 minutes in, but if you can, the help would be very, very useful. That's a good ball out towards the edge of the area. Let's see where this one goes. Lovely taking touch. Come on, Yang. Haven't seen you too much in the early stages of this one, brother. Let's get some football played. Got inside. How's your touch? Lovely for Bernardo, actually. Just keeps it close to his chest. Doesn't give anything away. Carter Vickers receives it. We could potentially look for routes in. How you doing, Mark? Nice to see you, man. The basmati is soaking. The naan bread is ready. My Belgian cherry is chilled. My Rizla is ready. And the mighty Glasgow Celtic are on the pitch. I am happy. I love that. It gives me such happy vibes. I love to see it, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're good. How you doing, Shane? Nice to see you as well. Brother McCowan's complaining about something there. There was a trip up, but I think the fill was given the other way, maybe? I'm not honestly too sure. Cowan doesn't seem to have it. Very high octane, 10-15 minutes so far. Honestly, Dundee deserve the credit. They've not really sat in and played defensive at all. They've kept their shape simple and pure. They're doing the necessary things. It's good for them. Celtic seem to be the more comfortable on this end though. I don't believe it! It's 13-0! Like, what the Christ, man, imagine that. I don't know if we're getting to the point where we need to maybe refresh that Aberdeen one, but for now we should be good. I think so anyway. That's a good cut inside. Hold up, football chance. Here we go. Lovely cut across. So you should get to that one first. Taylor moves a go. Played across into space. Good potential move here. Go on, Palmer. Do some football, son. That's lovely. That's played out back to him. Come on. Stop just kind of panicking when you get any space. Potential. Ralston. Have a crack. Doesn't have a crack. That's a shame. Yang, good feet. Steps into the box. Still has it. Lovely pass inside as well. Actually, really good work for the South Asian. That's a... The South Asian, what the fuck am I saying? South Korean. So they try to find the Asian connection there, trying to go inside, but couldn't necessarily get it with Kyoko. That's what I was trying to say. Got there in the end, Jesus. Ralston's there to kind of force the tackle. It's going to be a throw-in for us anyway, so that's no bad at all. Got about 60 people here in early on, by the way. That's classy. It's genuinely appreciate that. Come on, boys. I love that mark. Played back into space. Come on, let's move. Oh, that's actually really decent. Actually, there could be something in behind if he wants to move it a bit faster. Has to do it a tiny bit. I was going to say there was potential there, but the pass just we ended up going backwards. That might be the issue that we'll have for portions of this game, I would say. Yang doesn't have a passing lane, so he gets it to McCowan. McCowan just about gets the ball back to Ralston, sorts his feet out, and the ball should go up the left hand side now, which is exactly what we do. Trusty, more or less playing as a midfielder right now, has the ball played out into space. Palmer and Taylor, lovely overlap pass. Taylor with a great cross, doesn't necessarily find anyone, but Celtic can force the pressure on, doesn't necessarily get it that time. Decent work this, Palmer's got it, moves it back out. Ralston. Yang lets it roll towards him, which is always nice. Lovely. The lights must have just came on at the pitch there, Jesus. Christ. Hey, welcome whoever joined us, man, appreciate that. Is it wrong of me to want Aberdeen to beat Rangers? I feel we can take it Aberdeen with those fixtures more likely to slip up. This is what everyone's kind of saying. A draw would be best case scenario, or like an Aberdeen. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter, right? Because everything's a good case scenario for us. We absolutely love to see it. 67 people in the chat, great number. Love to see it, man. I don't know what's happening with the lights, but they're just... The lights are going crazy right now. There's a shot from us, near post. They might have to take like a temporary stay of the game to fix what's going on there. Not too sure. Very confused. How you doing, Christoph? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? Come on, you boys in green indeed. Very, very good enthusiasm, brother. We'll love to see it. How you doing, Harry? Nice to see you as well, man. I love how you just got guys sitting there, ah, everyone's miserable, and we're like, yes, vibes. I think they fixed the. I think they fixed the lights fully now. They just had like a momentary lapse, and they were just doing their own thing for a little while. Vibes, I suppose. Kyogo is playing, yeah, he's playing centrally. The lineup from memory is Schmeichel, Ralston on the right, Taylor on the left, it's Trusty as left centre back, Carter Vickers is the right, and Giles playing as a holding midfielder, McCowan playing out on the right hand side of the midfield, and of course Bernardo playing out on the left. In the forward three are Palmer playing on the left, on the right hand side it's Yang, and playing centrally is Kyogo, who's already missed 2 sitters by the way. He should have scored twice, I'll be fully honest, but nonetheless, so far 0-0. I would love that, SL. Thank you very much, mate. You don't have to comment all the time. If people are just in here to just watch along, that's more than sound, man. Appreciate it. Can you make an exception for... Can you make an exception for me being miserable? Please, no. You chose your fate, mate. You picked the wrong side. That's a ball into space. I just realised we should probably refresh the other tab. Let me just do that quickly, just in case they have kicked off. They have kicked off. This is why we do this. Make sure that that's up and running so you can get a little view of what's going on in that game too. There we go. So we have both games up and running. Well, it's been a very hectic start. We should have honestly had at least a handful of goals, but so far so good. We have to move a little bit better. Yeah, anyone that's became a member because of the gifted, genuinely give her a thank you, because she already gifted a few already, man. Like, genuinely top class lass. Ball played out towards the right hand side. That's good for Yang. How's your control, son? Decent. Ball in is decent. Touch is not really that great for Kyogo. He doesn't seem to be blending into the game very well. He does win the ball back there though. Ralston doesn't sort his feet out. Brilliant. Really good challenge for Dundee actually. They can break with this. Murray's hassling and hustling. Doesn't necessarily get away with it. I appreciate that, I'll be very cool. How you doing, Sam? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well as well, brother. That's a fucking woeful cross. No real threat on that one whatsoever for Palmer. It's going to be a goal kick for Dundee. Fair enough. That was... Oh yeah, genuinely. If you go into the description, there's a Discord link, and if you want to become a member, you can go into that link as well. But not necessary. The Discord's free. We have a bunch of people in there that we just talk about random shit with every now and then. Possession stats are very comfortably in our favour, man. Jesus Christ, Dundee only have 60% of their passes hitting their target, 15% of the ball. Somehow it's still 0-0 though, so that kind of tells you everything you need to know. It's a red card for Rangers already, are you fucking serious? Jesus Christ. Ah, it's a bit of a shame. Well, if you ever make one in the future, Chief, the options there. With people of all, basically of all ages actually. We've got Caden, who's relatively young. If you can't tell by the fact that he's trying to say that there's someone at my door. Guy does it every single stream. Stop! Stop it, Caden. Stop. 69 view. Hell yes. The funny number. Let's go. Dundee have a throw in potentially to do something here, but let's be honest, they're just being put under the pressure. Doherty's walking around like he's fucking Gru. Okay, my minions, I want to win the game. No going to happen if you're standing around like that, mate. Get the fancy jack out before anything. That's a lovely ball, actually. Carter Vickers might be able to do something with this. Run it. Run it. Keep running it. He's still running it. We'll love to see it. Ball's played out. I need exercise. Have you seen me? I'm a skinny bastard, my guy. The last thing I need is exercise. And I'm quite naturally fit, brother. That's a lovely ball into space. Ooh, chase down's on actually. There could be something going for Dundee here. Played into central space. Potential break. They're kind of getting hustled and hassled enough there. It's played out towards the left hand side. Cameron's screaming for it and they'll try and move it up the flank. Played out in the end and they're going to be comfortably just passing it around the back trying to buy some time. Just nice. Kyogo really does need a goal, absolutely. It's not to disrespect him or anything, but he has missed two very big opportunities in the early stages of this, so we can potentially do something with it here. How you doing? Looking nice to see you. It's on Celtic TV if you are curious. The game on the other side is Rangers and Aberdeen. I've got that one in the background, so I'm just kind of switching between it at will. But there is no red card, apparently. Like, Rangers didn't get red carded first. So, I don't really know what to say to that one. You're being like that, I was going to say, that makes... It's because I can't really see the game alongside it, so... There was a bit of a chase there for Cameron. He tried his best, doesn't get there. Yeah, if you're looking for that game, watch it there. If not, Celtic TV's on the other one. They're going to wave that one forward. I'm not sure what was happening there, but Schmeichel gets to play it out now. Okay, hold on a second. Dundee are not really stepping out towards their men. Let's do some football, boys. Let's go. Let's get it done. Ball's played out. Ralston. Good. Played out towards Yang. Just kind of stands there for a half second, but eventually delays the overlap and pass. Ralston goes for the cross, doesn't necessarily get it, but could have been half decent. Respectful. Come on, Ralston. Let's move it. Nice. Lays off short. McCowan's is not... What a challenge for Silla, by the way. He was not fucking about with that. Not sure if Ralston got distracted by the sheer glow of that bald head, but fair enough, he managed to get away with it. You had to retreat to your phone, Jesus. That is an analogy I am absolutely stealing. A one-legged man in an arse kicking competition, Jesus. Tell you what, man, maybe a lot more people would watch the Paralympics if they introduced shit like that. That'd be fun. That's a good steal for Dundee, actually. They've got to move forward. Because I was watching a couple of documentary things last night and that was like talking about some of the Paralympic stuff, and see some of the shit they can do, by the way, honestly, it was arguably more impressive than the actual athletes. Like the, fully fit ones that, have all the limbs and shit. Because you have archery players that have, no, right hand or something, but they can still fire better than, 99% of humanity. That shit is impressive. I like that ball. That's a chance. It's a shot and it's sailing over the bar. That's unlucky, but a bit better for Palmer there. You got the Discord account made just for you. That's you go. That's when you know that you have loyal fans. So I'm saying my community might be small, but it's fucking fierce and I love it. Why would you bring up John Wayne Casey? I don't think I need to, my friend. I'm already familiar. How you doing, Stockroom? Nice to see you, brother. I haven't seen you actually, but I was going to say I haven't seen you in here this stream so far. I've seen you in here last stream. I hope you're well, mate. Hope you're enjoying yourself. What are you making of the game so far, Stockroom? What's your opinions? The fireworks. Oh, were they doing pre-match pyros and shit? Good for them, man. It's not often that you get to see a 3-horse race in the league, so honestly, all the power to them. I have nothing but respect for them so far. There's a potential ball across. That is a switch. How's your control, Palmer? Very nice, actually. He's going to get hustled by Ashley, though, so he has to take that. Cuts it inside. Potential chance for a shot. It's a good one. Well blocked indeed, though. Fair enough. The Portales stands in front. Gets himself in front. Really good block, actually. Had to stand there and fast. Had to react as well. Palmer's got it, though. It's still not done. Takes a bit of a bounce out. The Honduran will hustle. That's good, man. Get fucked, Ashley. How's that? Was that I thought he was going to give that a foul there. He stuck his arm out as if he was going to say something. Must have been an advantage for Palmer. We still have it. Good. Ball across is decent. Takes a bit of a pop-up. It should be a corner kick for us and we'll get something. So that's decent. Aberdeen should be 1-0 up. Oh. My brain just short-circuited reading that. I like it small, Kate. Are you sure you want to say that, child? Are you sure? Think again, brother. Just in for work. Oh, try to get a stream going. Well, yeah, Celtic TV, brother, if you're looking for one. With Aberdeen winning, it's a 2-horse race, never mind. No, I mean, I definitely think Aberdeen will slip up as the season progresses. That's why I don't really care if Aberdeen win or draw, as long as they do either of those things. Respectable, right? If Rangers win, it is what it is, but either way, it's not really up to us to focus on what they're doing. Big chance flicked over from Dundee there. It could have been there for a late chase, but you have to get it clear. I'll try to claim for a throw in, but I don't think it kind of got out in time. Lovely taking touch, lovely move for McCowan. Great feet, wee man. Trying to shimmer against his old side. Love to see it. That's a ball across for Ralston. Wee bit too much power on it, but nothing potentially too bad there. Just going to play it safe. That's a decent ball. That's good for Ralston. How's your control, son? Cuts it inside. Doesn't necessarily find the right angle, but there's going to be options. Well taken. Aye then, Lizzie. Nice to see you, lass. Fair enough, honestly. Cannot even argue with that one too much, Scott. That's a... Right, come on. Oh, wee Jay in the corner, you can see him. Let's go. I love that. Take that kid's passion for the game and channel into this cross, big man. Come on. Potential for us to do something dangerous here. The referee's kind of taking a second to be like, yo, stop doing what you're in the central here. You have a bet on Aberdeen to win. A few people do actually, ironically enough. How you doing, Rab? Nice to see you, man. Just noticed you pop in there, Chief. That's a really bad cross. Jesus Christ. Well, hustle. That is a challenge, actually. Ralston should pop that into space. There's a few kind of awkward 50s. We do end up with the ball back. Switched across. We can go again. How's your controlling, Giles? Lovely. Still going. Brilliant for the big man. How's your cross? Opts to hold it up to try and buy some space. Gets the cross away. It's really good for him. It doesn't find a Celtic shot, unfortunately, but I love the hustle that he put in to try and get on that. Cross back into the box is decent as well. Yang tries to get on this one. Gets shimmied off comfortably in the end by Portales. There's a chase down. Lovely Brock. In the end, I think it's Cameron that's on the chase back there. I'm not too sure, but they basically had bodies covering us every conceivable way. They didn't just have the defenders in the box. They had a couple of midfielders too. Good engage and chase. Everyone's welcome in this chat as long as they're fair enough, man. Doesn't matter who they support. Aye, aye. But there's a lot of shit going on with my family now, let's just say that much, Chief, but everything's good for the most part, so I appreciate the concern, man. Anyone that's in the Discord that I've spoken to might have a bit more of an understanding of that situation, but I don't want to talk about personal stuff, not during a football game, jeez. 5:15 AM, gee, I can honestly commend your commitment to the club, big man, honestly. How you doing, Tom? I just seen your comment there. How you doing it? What's the lineup? From back to front, it's Schmeichel in between the sticks, Ralston and Taylor as our full-backs, Trusty playing left centre-backs, Carter Vickers playing right. The midfield three is in Giles playing centrally, with McCowan playing off right and Bernardo playing off left. Palmer's on the left wing, Kyogo's playing striker, sorry, with my brain short circuit there. And then on the right hand side it's Yang. So that's our lineup. Still the same formation, there's no tweaks or changes, and we do have options on the bench if we have everything necessary. I've got the smokes. I have my roll up, don't you worry. It's there. We've kind of gone to and from it during it. I'm trying to cut back on smoking as much, but I still kind of make sure I have one roll for every stream because it's like a tradition at this point. I appreciate that, Megan, but I'm fine, honestly. Still recovering from LP, Jesus. How did the operation go, man? Hope it did go relatively well. I do need to stop talking about personal stuff with you though, because Celtic have a big chance, potentially. How's your feet? Decent. Cut it. Does. Ralston, have a shot this time, big man. Goes for the cross instead. There's a looping chance. Palmer's going to fucking keeps it. He actually does keep it in, by the way. Fair dues. Taylor does well to just about keep it on the byline, and we might have another chance for a layoff cross. Instead we go central. That's the problem, lads. You maybe need to try and look for those inside passes when they're clearly there. Otherwise there's going to be a few problems like that. That's a loose pass. It's well gathered by Angels though. Shouldn't put too much pressure on it. Played out into space. Overhit for... That's really poor for Taylor actually, I'm going to be honest. Tries to play like a 1-2 off of Palmer. He does well to win it back. Really well to win it back. Potential for us to do something here. Cut in central. Ralston again, more or less playing as a cam right now. Cuts it back. Carter Vickers, who's more or less the only one that's behind the halfway line, plays it into a good space. There's an option to play it in central here. Do so. Cross it, lads. She's half the chance. We play it to the central again. Can we stop doing this? Lovely taking touch. How's your control? Please shoot. Kyogo, good block. Really good block for Portales again, man. He's throwing himself in front of a lot of challenges early on. Good hustle and hustle. What do you mean bench? Oh no, McGregor, I don't think he's on the bench anyway. We're resting a couple of the ones. Kuhn's not in the squad either, for that exact point. How you doing, Aiden? Nice to see you, brother. Hope you're good. We need to beat these kinds of teams. Oh, I mean, we're not playing uncomfortable football. We've been we've been the better team by a long shot. We just need to take our chances, man, before this turns into another Aberdeen situation where, you're sitting with 30 shots and very little to show for it. Lovely ball out towards the space. Let's go. Good, really good for Jan. Go and step in chance. Could be awkward. Doesn't necessarily find it though. Green roll up. Technically it is. Oh, McKibben doesn't look too happy with that. He tried to get it in his space. Doesn't necessarily execute it. There was just a few awkward moments. I like that for McKibben though. He tried to bend it with a shot. Just didn't necessarily get it down in time. The intent was absolutely there though. I love that. Oh god, why do you hate beating? What's happened? Don't think anything's changed in that game. I don't see anything happening on my scoreline on the layover. Oh. Ralston, decent. Lovely ball into space. We keep it simple here. How's your switch, Ralston? It doesn't switch at all. I quite like that for once, Not taking the safe option. Here's Trusty, plays it safe with that one though. How's your control, Palmer? Come on. Yes. Lay off. Yes. Lay off, now's not the time for hiccups. Fuck off, body, you're not doing this to me now. Lay off again. There's about 10 of these happening. There's another one, for fuck's sake. Can we like try and actually just play the incise pass, please? We need to be a bit more quick when we get into the final third. It's just rolling it across now. There's a pass out for Bernardo. Chance for a cross in. Taylor overhits the hell out of that. It's more or less I'd say more of a shot than a cross, because the keeper had to kind of cover it, I guess. But it won't really count as a shot. It was just piss poor for Taylor. That's a few bad crosses for the left hand side in succession now. Ah, geez, yeah. It's the good old winter blues, as they say. Well, apparently Balogun's got a head knock, Jesus. Well, you don't want to see any player injured. I hope he's alright, it's nothing too serious. Kyogo's going to gauge on a chase here. There's that long switch coming in. But Dundee are really not looking for any routes. They're just getting it clear and then immediately setting their shape to play defensive. So I suppose that's a valid point, but oh, nice. How's your? Please just hit the switch. Right, okay, there's a switch indeed. Right, can we please take the shot when we get into those spaces? It's getting a bit ridiculous now, gentlemen. Slightly ridiculous. Some might even say it's a little inconvenient. We have to try a little bit harder, boys, please. Played in, lovely, there we go. Ralston to Yang. He's trying to open up a few more options. I like the move. Trusty receives it, but again, we're just going backwards once we get into the final third. Go for the cross now. Palmer. Brilliant cross. Lovely cross. How the fuck is that not going in? You feel like that's harder to miss again, man. Every time it's been put into that fucking 6-yard box, it's like they decide that they just can't finish. I get that Yang's getting hassled by a defender, but he just doesn't do enough. Ah, bollocks, man. This is not good, man. Kyogo really should have probably got to the first header. It was a slight bit overhit. The ball in for Palmer was beautiful. Trivela pass, nothing wrong with it, but Yang just doesn't get his foot down in time. We need that one before half. We really do. Jesus Christ. Guess while we're doing this, I'll do my little plug. So, hi, hello, what's happening? Please subscribe, help us out. If you're watching this as a VOD, then you know, yes, you can join us live, so you can comment like Kevin here, and Kevin's pretty much spot on with his point, might I add. If you want to become a member, you get put on the wall. The people that have been gifted ones, you will appear on this in the next stream. Congratulations, you will be featured. But if you want to be a standalone with your own little thing, become a Champions crew, you get your own custom one. There you go. That's all the things that I need to cover. Back to the game. But subscribing's the best thing you can do to help us, gentlemen. That's all I will say. And what would help us is a lovely goal. Please, step inside. Yang gets a... Yeah, he has to go back there. I'm going to say that cutting that across might have been a bit dangerous. Ralston's got it. Ah, Tam, thank you very much. Well, there you go. Right on cue. Exactly like that. If you have public sub settings on, you even get your own little notification. So bless. There's another ball into the box. It's going to sail over. Yang's not going to do as much with that once. You really like saying hello, Luca. It's your thing, isn't it? You know, like that cat me. Hi, hi, yippee. Like, you just, we know you're here, brother. We know you're here. Not at all, Kevin. Every opinion's valid in its own way. I do absolutely love that for Harry. Come on, Celtic, case a goal. Please, I don't want to sit here suffering any longer. Fuck. So far, so good though. It's hard but necessary to rotate the squad a little. You have to be lenient and give time to increase the pace. Yeah, exactly that. Right, a couple of these boys haven't really had out the gate minutes for a while. Right, Palmer, Yang, Carter Vickers back from fitness, and Crossley playing in a different position slightly. It's going to throw him off. Ralston getting minutes for the first time, you know, the first time that we've played with this midfield three as well. So when you look at it like that, you know, they can realistically cause some problems. Has Megan got a pink and gold yet? Absolutely, yeah. She has her own little thing. Oh, hey, thank you for that, Luca. That's very kind of you. Hi, Mom. Get the shout in for the big one. There we go. Love to see it. The better one. Absolutely, the absolutely better one. Thank you very much for that, man. Very kind. Pink and green. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can show you quickly again, but basically if you become a Champions Crew thing, you get like your own custom one. The rest of them are just that. Stephen's gold because he's like the most gifted subs, so of course I would kind of do Stephen a solid there and make his a wee bit special. But if you're a Champions tier member, you can literally tell me what you want and I'll make like your name tag for you in your own little way, so boom. Terrorist ball, inshallah. Just fair enough. Can't even argue with that one too much, David. It's a little bit for Dundee at times. There's another really shit cross. Bro. Yeah, it's like a wee crown. Greetings from Ghana. I will love to see it. We have got one of our southern brothers. Welcome, man. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're having a good time. Still think we need an in-out goal poacher. Aye, no, definitely. I feel like if you're going to take a good example of who to go for, I've said it time and time again, Kvistgaarden, really decent Danish fella, would be perfect for that type of role. Taylor wins that header though, and Dundee will have it. Let's see where they go with this one. They actually do play a good pass into space. Murray's going to try and get there. Silla comes across the forced challenge, but all in all, it was just a body of blue trying to encompass one green and white shirt there. Simulating it on FIFA just in case we lose, like, no, we ain't having that, let's get the fucking 10-0 out immediately. It's like one of those games where you could paint your living room ceiling and still miss nothing. It's not that we haven't made chances, it's just that we've completely and utterly fucked them every single time they came, and it's a slight concern now. So ideally we would want to take the next one, because Jesus Christ, it's getting a bit ridiculous now. That's a good tackle again. Silla is getting involved in a lot of the physical battles. Should be a corner. I was going to say, yeah. What's a girl's best friend? I have no idea. Crown. Or diamonds. Shit, aye. It's just the male equivalent is just simply a dog. Man's best friend. Yeah, it should have definitely been a goal kick to us, but they're given the corner, fair enough. Can Celtic win this game? Absolutely. So far we're playing comfortably fine. Dundee do have a half chance here. We've got to probably swing this back stick. There is the back stick attempt, although it fucking hell doesn't even make it close. And for some reason Palmer just runs out of play. Fair enough, can't I argue. Can you make your birthday cake? Bro, asking a diabetic to make your birthday cake, you try to kill me. Because I wouldn't be able to resist. I would eat it, right, like immediately. If I make a cake, I'm fucking scrambling that shit instantly. But it's good that your birthday is next Monday, mate. Mine's is basically next month too, actually, ironically enough. Mine's is in like 21-ish days. The 20th of November next month, I think. Aye, 21 days. Love how everyone's just enjoying. Oh, that's a break. Hold on a fucking second. Do it. Do it now, Palmer. Stop stapping back, you fat prick. Please play the ball normally. Oh, fucking damn it, man. We had the entire left-hand field open and he decides to stop. You're known for pace, brother. That's heartbreaking. Lovely cutback for Ralston, please. Football. Is there a football? Please. Okay. Ugh. That could have been awkward for us, man. That was went down again, Jesus. Well, if there's breaking Celtic plays, I can switch over between the games and explain what's happening. That's good feet for McCowan. Really good for McCowan! Ball across, and again, it's just... If it gets into that 6-yard box, it's like they're just allergic to getting that last little touch. Kyogo just couldn't get there in time. Dundee clear the lines. We have it back into towards the final third very quickly. Palmer's got a bit of a hustle to deal with, gets past it, plays it in, lovely for Bernardo. Oh, what a cutback for Paulo! If that went in, that would have been one of the goals of the fucking season. That was genuinely class. He cuts it back so nice and just plays a lovely, like, dead ball finesse. And it just about bends around the post. I'll tell you what, by the way. Just the classiness and composure on that strike. Jesus. What do you mean the dodgy stream stopped working? I don't mind it. Like, the only time I ever do, like, even consider hanging illegal streams is, like, whenever they do that fucking shit where it's like, yeah, you can't watch the game if you're in the UK. I'm like, well, screw you. VPN. Oh, Kyogo's down holding his shoulder and, like, his back. I don't know if he took a bit of a knock. Ball's played out. There's a potential break down that left-hand side again. Lovely for Palmer. Keeps the pressure alive. Doesn't necessarily get too much else besides that, though. Or alternatively, here's the thinking, you can just stay subscribed. It does nothing unsubbing and subscribing, just either unsub or keep sub. This very straightforward. That's beautiful. Unlucky for Young. Barrow does his best to force the issue. McCowan has a shot, bounces up and away, headed back into open space. They're going to go down, it's going to be a foul. That was kind of very open and honest straight out of the gate. You could tell that was going to be a foul, so foul has been given. Most people do nowadays. I feel bad for people down in the Premier League for sure though. Like the ones that, like, because you know they only ever show like maybe 3 games max over the course of like a day, so you're definitely going to miss like your team half the time. What do you complain about your shit fast? No fucking shot. Oh wait, apparently Aberdeen's 1-0 up. Hold on, I need to switch over and see this with my own fucking eyes. Hold on a second, I need to commentate over it. There's a break down that left hand side. Hold on, Tavernier's just been minced. Like, get it up him, haha. Did they actually score? Oh my god! Oh, big bounce out though. I don't know how this one's delayed by like a few extra minutes or what. We're heading into the 40, well, near enough the 45th on that one. People are saying Aberdeen are 1-0 up, interesting. I need to see what's going on. Is it for this cross, I'm guessing? That is a lovely hang. It is going to be a cross by the looks of it. It is a cross into the box, headed down. Oh my god. Get it up them! Get it up them! They're losing. That's actually confirmed. It's a fucking thunder cunt to a finish as well, and it's Nicky Devlin. He is doing bits for them. Oof. Well, that's funny. No goddamn way. Aberdeen are actually ahead in the fucking title race now. Uh-oh. Celtic, get it done, man. Get a goal now. You have no choice. You have to keep it going. That is insane. Aberdeen are 1-0 to the good Nicky Devlin with a brilliant finish right back across Butland. It's a tanker of a shot, by the way. Cannot say the keeper could really do that much to stop it. No fucking way. So if you want a little look at the table, boys, because this might interest a few of yous. It hasn't updated. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Google. But Rangers are now fucked, essentially, right? This is not good for them at all. Holy shit. We've got about 40 seconds left of the 2 minutes here. Wow. I do not believe that. Fair enough, Aberdeen are making this even more interesting. Rangers will not be happy. Megan's making it clearly right. More. We need more. Apparently people are saying this. Oh my fucking god, no way, they're through again. People are saying that they just missed another really good chance. I'm guessing this might be it. I'm just watching this on Twitter highlights. Oh my god, they did hit the post. No fucking way. Shinnie just nearly scored a screamer. What the fuck is going on, man? The Dons have decided to embrace their name, man. They've gone full mafia mode. You think you can come into Pittodrie and give me a game? Nah. It's half time here though. Kyogo looks to the heavens because he fucking needs the assistance of a god to help him out in the second half, because holy shit, it's dreadful for him. But it's not a bad half of football, I would say. It's not necessarily the worst thing I've ever seen, but not necessarily convenient. So I guess I can focus on the Rangers and Aberdeen game for the next 15 minutes or so while this half kind of runs out and does its thing. But if Aberdeen score a second, holy shit. Well, any subs would be appreciated, gentlemen. We've got near enough 90 people in here, so please help. I keep remembering that I just hide behind the chat box, but like, these people encompass my thoughts, you know. No one say anything racist or something. Just cut back before anyone can. No opportunities there. Absolutely not. But not a bad half of football. We just really need to put shots on fucking target. I mean, I can see up there 13 shots, 1 on target. But Aberdeen have probably been more effective in the fucking 30 minutes against Rangers than we have against Dundee at home. That's a concern now. You're going as a zombie, hell yes. Yeah, 50's a good enough late goal. You've got a 2-0 and a 2-1 in Aberdeen. Jesus. I'll teach you for being... I know that you're trying to say cocky bastards. Just straight up cock bastards. That feels like a really low level wrestling tag team name, you know what I mean? The Celtic DNA, oh yeah, we'll kick in, second half will happen and we'll just fucking waltz. We'll absolutely fucking dance right through it. Daniel, thank you very much, man, for the sub. Oh, that's 1467, it's the holy number! 1467. Well, the 67's only the 14, not so much, but the end of it is. Very cool. Thank you very much, Daniel. Cheers for joining us, man. I'm 23 years of age, I don't dress up for Halloween. I don't drink, so I don't go out to parties or anything like that. I was meant to dress up. I had like an idea of I have a pinstripe shirt and I had like the waistcoat and overalls. If I had a hat, I would have just kind of done today as like a cowboy, I guess. But no, I couldn't find a hat in time, so that just didn't happen. So instead, I'm just dressed up in one of the absolute most beautiful kits there is. You know, that right there. Don't need an outfit. Potential penalty though for Aberdeen. Hold on. They are VR and something. Again, I'm just seeing segmented 10-15 second highlights. Let's see what happened here. That's awkward, by the way. That could potentially be given. I don't see why. It's one of those ones where if they don't give it, I can see it's just like a reactionary thing. The last thing I would ever do is go near one of those pubs. They're checking it because I think there might be a handball on Suter. I think that's what's went down there. They are still checking it on and could be something. Let's have a gander what happens. Oh, that's no, that's dead on. Handball. Penalty. That angle right there just shows everything. He tries to like duck and header it and it comes off his arm. Aberdeen have a penalty. They have a penalty. That's it. They've got it. It's been given. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. This could be very interesting. From the first angle, it looks like it just kind of came off his shoulder. But when you see it for the reverse angle, it kind of pops up off his hand. Ironically enough, by the way, it hits another hand. It hits it twice. There's 2 handballs in that one play, just to make sure. Yeah, he didn't really try and protect himself, and there was, 2 handballs. Suter's was the main call, but there was like a slight deflection after 11 as well, so... That is incredible. That is absolutely insane. Go on, Dons! Do it. Give the Huns a Halloween nightmare. Jesus Christ, that would be terrifying for them. It's a tale of absolute woe. Of Rangers conceding another goal. Because the Dons are on top form. The chances are this one's on. Oh, it's a fucking well taken penalty. It's 2-0. Get around, geez. Let's go. That's fantastic. Good for them, honestly. Nah. Chances are he's going to miss. I would love to see that happen, but it's not going to happen, right? They're going to miss. It's the classic penalty situation, as much as I want to kind of sit there and have dream scenarios. It's like Rangers' thing to get penalties right. Like the overall seas of God himself will come down and descend and be like, nah, we cannot do this twice. So chances are, I mean, I hope they score it. Please. Oh no. Oh no, fuck, my fantasy didn't play out. He did, he actually, that's a really good save actually. I mean, it's a shit penalty, but he picked the right way, he committed to going to a side. It's a fucking poor penalty. Ugh. That is... It didn't step out that late either. There's nothing wrong with that, it's just a good old fashioned, it's just really poor. Oof. Oh no. Well, fair enough, I guess. Nothing really to kind of say with that one. Fair Jesus. That's why I don't fucking make jokes in that. Well, Rangers have just had a chance themselves, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper though. It's just the way the gods work. They like to be very annoying. The penalty was for Aberdeen, Anton. They could have went 2-0 up with that one, but they decided not to do that. If Aberdeen could finish better, we'd have more sheeple. There we go. Well, I mean, I don't think they complain about it too much. You take your time, bro. Do what you need, I guess. We need 4 goals in the second half. Who knows, we might make some power changes and get it to work our way. And the good news is, by the time this hits the 45th and that, the second half would have just kicked off for Celtic and Dundee, so just basically fucking keep the other screen up for now. Just watch the little kind of highlights that trickle through. But I mean, Aberdeen are having an incredibly effective game. Fair play to them, honestly, they deserve it. But you have about 5 minutes, so if you want to go and get yourself a cup of tea or whatever, then you're more than welcome to do so. I need to go into like the... Bro, am I reading that right? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Explain, Jake. Explain what I have called that had to disappear. Like, what do you mean? Chinese, right? I mean, perfectly. I don't want to be near missus respectfully, right? I'm no Hun. I'm no zombie. So, bless. I just realised that's the entirely wrong screen. That's the one I was looking for. There we go. Oh, the meltdown's still absolutely bound to happen, especially if they don't get a win tonight. Even a draw doesn't necessarily do them particularly good. Oh my god. Just that pure, it's see wife make happy. I feel like you should consume actual food though, Jake. Realistically, if you're going to get a Chinese, get some decent stuff. Especially if, to be fair, you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Never been presented the opportunity, Jake. I'm a very closed off human being, in case you don't realise. Like, I mean, look at me, bro. It's quite obvious that I'm quite alone. So, I'm vibing, don't you worry about it. I've no issues with that though, at all. Puddle FC. Are you referring to them, I'm guessing? There's another big chance for Aberdeen actually, and they just got another one. Fuck's sake. Let's see what happened. Oh, aye, Butland made another save. 12 years is a good number to hit it. Marriage doesn't entail the end of love. I know many people that have been married for a long time and many people that haven't, but You don't need to put a fucking band on what love is, in my opinion, honestly. That's why marriage just doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck's the point? Like, spending 10, 15 grand on like a one day thing when you could use that to literally like pay for your kid's entire future. Never understood it, but people are old fashioned, I suppose. You got 50 on a 2-0 and a 50 on a 2-1. So either situation really works for you, honestly. Because you feel like if Rangers get one before the end of this half, there's only 2 minutes left, mind you. I want to clarify that in our second half. We'll be getting underway relatively soon as well, about a minute or two, so keeping tabs on both of them now. Oh no, I was making up an elaborate scenario about how they would score, and then I was like, but then, you know, Rangers, like, whenever it comes to penalties, they just have like this overarching thing where they can score them, but anyone that gets a penalty against them doesn't. So it's like, you know, I was like, yeah, they missed it. It was a shit penalty, to be very nice about it. Oh, well, that's very cute. Jesus Christ, well, shout out your missus. Sorry that he talked about you in that way, but I'm going to presume that you just have that humour between you. That's like, honestly, that's a vibe, man. It's good. You've got a good Celtic man there, so I love to see it, man. Could you imagine if it's a 4-0 for Aberdeen? If it's a 4-0 for Aberdeen, then you just tip your hat and say fair enough, but we're still fucking cruising on goal difference. A 1-0 win for us is not really going to be that bad. A 1-0 would do. Obviously, I want it to be more because fucking hell, it's Dundee. Like, we've had one shot on target. I don't know what's going on with Kyogo, but he seems to have like a magnet for either side of the post right now. He just doesn't put them on target for whatever reason. So we just need to kind of hope that we get a decent start out of the second half, no real problems or fuff for fast, and we should be fine. But like I said, it's kind of optional at this point. Sing by an import. There's 4 additional minutes in the Aberdeen and Rangers game, although the second half for us is about to kick off relatively soon as well, so the second that we see visuals, we're switching back over. Do you think Brendan will make some changes? I think he'll make 1 or 2, but I don't think they would come until about the 60th. Honestly, I feel like for me, personally, the changes would probably be I would say that in the midfield, just in case, right? Like, I can imagine us making a switch or 2 in that area, potentially bringing on Johnston if we need to, if Ralston's not really getting down the wings as fast as he was in the first half. Same would probably apply for our centre backs too, Craig, because again, if you, like, I'll go back onto this and we can take a little gander of what the potential options are, but if you look at the lineups and the way that we kind of set up, what I would imagine, right, is Scales would bring on for Trusty or Carter Vickers, whoever's most tired first. Johnston would come on for Ralston around the 60th, 65th. We've got Rio as that option that we can bring off the bench if we need him in the midfield, so I'm not necessarily too fussed, but I'd imagine it would be a straight switch for Bernardo. Maeda would come on for, I'd imagine, Yang. They would probably push Maeda to the left, play Palma out right, or alternatively it would just be a straight switch. And of course Forrest is there too, so later in the game, if we get to the 85th minute or something, we just need like a last minute, like, fuck it, we ball type of scenario, we can just use that. But for the most part, not so horrible for us. We just need to kind of tighten up a lot of things on the offensive front, and if we can keep it simple, should be fine. But again, it's circumstantial. We kind of have to make it work. So, got your second half hot chocolate, fucking hell yes. There was a ball over for Rangers there. I'm not sure if they were onside or not. Interesting. We'll get a wee draw of this. Hot chocolate has, honestly. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like an Easter thing, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, see, between like the end of winter heading into just before Easter, that is the prime time for a hot chocolate, honestly. Nah, it was comfortably offside. You're more than spot on about that. Still 1-0, absolutely. From what I've heard, the half-time whistle's just pretty much gone as well, so reviewing it, so should be 2 or 3 to Celtic by now. Yeah, honestly, we could have had fucking 4 or 5, honestly, but haven't necessarily taken our chances when they've came, so that's our problem. Selection box time. Hell yeah. He is offside, but it's a very, very narrow call. I've just seen the image there. Just came up in my feed. He is offside, but it's like probably by about that, if you're really being generous. No problem, they're trying to go again here. Oh my fucking god, they nearly scored an own goal into their own net. Definitely nearly put it in his own net there, Jesus Christ. That was a great challenge, to be fair. He got in front of it, but could have put it in his own. You get Palmer off. I feel like Palmer's not had a bad game. He's just not really had the crossing that you would kind of expect to see. But the second half's about to get underway here, so we're going to switch onto this tab and focus on this because we are underway. Let's go. Football time! Let's go. Sorry if I just blew your ears out with that one, but it is what it is. Second half's underway. As Rangers and Aberdeen's first half comes to a close. But we should be aware now that we need to at least win this game. Let's play some ball. Lovely overlapping pass. There's a chance immediately out the gate. Long cross in. It's up and awkward. Taken down. And Giles doesn't necessarily gather it, but it could have been an awkward start. Oof. Why is Palmer being started ahead of Maeda? Probably to prioritise Maeda for fitness minutes, considering the fact the next game is going to be more important for us. At least on paper. Toasted fucking marshmallows, yeah. Nothing beats toasted marshmallows. Like s'more Pop Tarts or whatever they are, man. I don't know. Like, I don't get me wrong, I'm type 1, but I fucking absolutely just straight through it. There's a bit of a chase down there, that's awkward. Could have been awkward in that sense as well. It's cleared away. Goal probably was there a goal at the end of the half between Rangers and Aberdeen? I thought it was half time in that game. Fair enough. Here's Carr. That's decent. There's an over the top switch. That could be fucking really good. How's your control? Not the best, but he kind of hassles him enough. That's decent. Dundee are going to have to be put under a bit of pressure themselves. There's your composure, lovely spread across. There's a potential inside pass there. Doesn't opt to take it necessarily, but the hustle's there. Kyogo, good feet, really good feet. Still going, shots decent, and it's over the top of the bar. It's unlucky. Ugh. Man United are 4-0 up at half time, Jesus Christ. Totally forgot there was a different entire league and a bunch of other games being played, but what's the scores in some of the games? Someone give me a rundown. Any interesting ones? I'm not saying that it's like unimportant, I'm just saying like when you look at the next 5 or 10 fixtures, this would be one of the easier ones on the list. Like it's not a high priority, like in comparison to a semi-final against Aberdeen or a Champions League home tie against Red Bull Leipzig. There's a good step in. I love that layoff. It was awkward there. Tottenham are 2-0 up against City. Good for them. There's a good switch. Here's Palmer. What are you going to do with it, son? Step inside. As respectable rolls across the face of the box, Dundee will get it clear. We're at least trying to be a bit more productive with the final third passes, which is always nice. We love to see it. There's a good hustle there for Trusty. Just cut it back for Scales. Fair enough. The Scales, what am I saying? Schmeichel. I just see big blonde hair and I make the assumption. Man United 4, Leicester 2. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a half time. Man, you're getting your money's worth if you're at that game. Jesus Christ. This is where McCowan should shine. He's had probably been the best of our midfield three today. And Giles has probably had the most touches, but McCowan's done the most when he's had the opportunities, I guess. Had that really decent half pop that just kind of bent around the post. Bernardo had the same. Kyogo's missed 2 sitters, so it's not as if we're not making chances. We just need to get them on target because that's the fucking problem right now. Good step across for Yang. Has potentially cut it in. No one really takes the gamble, but it bounced back to the South Korean. Good stuff. Palmer shimmies it. Shots good. Good save indeed for McCracken though. That's what we need to do more of. Force the goalkeeper to tip it around the post. It's a well taken shot for Palmer for where he was. Just didn't really have enough kind of power behind it. Newcastle are 2-0 up against Chelsea. Jesus. I feel like Maeda, if he's going to be brought on, he'll be brought on around the 60th. Jose, I feel like that might be like the kind of approach to take. 2-0 for Liverpool. Hell yes, love to see it. There's a corner kick being swung in, cleared fucking immaculately away by Dundee, I might add. There are about 3 or 4 bodies on that. Do you believe honestly, like, oh, big chance, please! How? Kyogo, fuck's sake, man, just stop missing sitters, brother! How the fuck are Dundee still in this game? I mean, it was brilliant work for Yang originally. Like, Kyogo gets the first shot, brilliant save. Palmer just kind of doesn't really scuff it off the line. It falls back to Kyogo and just doesn't get it under control, man. Like, dude, how many chances do you need as a finisher? Just doesn't get his foot, like, just swings at it wildly, doesn't really keep his body, he doesn't get his chest over the ball, doesn't keep it down. Oof. Brilliant reflex stop from McCracken, and amongst that all, though, that's 2 big saves that he's made. They do. Lizzie, they usually take about anywhere between 45 to 50% depending on it. That's why I usually say if you like just become a member, it's you know, easier for you, it doesn't cost anywhere near as much and you get some actual benefits from it. But if you feel like getting super chats, you're more than welcome to do so, I appreciate that. It's a ball into the box. Keto, okay, fair enough, that was good defence that time, but still, really don't know how Dundee are still in this game. I think the McCracken's been put in the book for something, at least it's just came up there, so my apologies for not calling it out at the time, but they have had a player in the book. That's a chance, please, McCowan. Respectable, but it's blocked quite comfortably in the end, and it should just be gathered for us to have another chance. We could go for a quick cross. Taylor. Just a simple 1-2 between him and Bernardo. You bet $3,000? My God. These days are numbered. I wouldn't. He's just having a bad game. Once he breaks that duck, it's like Rio a few match days ago when he got his goal. The second that it happens, you feel like there'll be a lot more confidence in the way that they play. But for now, McCracken's going to send this one as high up into the Celtic defensive area as possible. Looking for anyone that can get on the knock on. It should be a Celtic throw, and it must have came off the body now. Did indeed do so. I don't think Ingram's going to be too happy with that, but honestly, looked like it was a throw-in for us. We've played out anyway. Here's Carter Vickers. Power switch. Here's Ralston. Going to be a bit more defensive this half. I haven't seen him anywhere near as offensive. That's a lovely switch if he can get on the end of that. I respect that for the Dundee man, actually. On all fairness, wasn't taking any issues. Ingram just gets back, heads it out for another corner kick. We played it short this time, Palmer. Way over hit with the pass, could have been awkward still, the chase is there. Could be an intense roller, has to play it across into space, does indeed try to do so, but Dundee seem to be set with a bank of 6 at the back right now. We're just kind of passing around the final third. That's a good cutter inside, could have been something there. Nothing so far, Chief. That's a lovely breakout chance for them. That might be a foul for Dundee, and there might be a card coming out as well. Not ideal. Taylor's in the book. So that's 2 yellow cards in 8 minutes, 1 for each side. YouTube takes a cut of everything, from like ads to memberships to like. They don't take as much from memberships though. That's why I always say if you're going to do it, then memberships are probably the best thing you can do, but it's usually about 40%, 45, give or take, 50 if you're like unpartnered. Oh, like if you're not a premium partner, I should say. I don't really care about donations. Subscribers mean more to me. That's a potential cross-sin, could be dangerous, no real threat on that one, and we can just kind of stave it. We do really need to get a go. Furuhashi needs to go. I genuinely feel like if there's anyone that deserves one, it's just to wake himself up, give him a little bit of heart back in his system. It would probably be Kyogo, but honestly, it might come to the point where we make some changes, because what I would imagine, honestly, is it would maybe bring Maeda on as a central figure, and we'd probably bring Forrest out right. Oh, that's not good. Because we could always either push Palm out towards the right. I'd say it would make more sense, right, honestly. At least that way you still have like those dynamic offloading runners, but I feel like if I'm Rodgers, I'm looking at the midfield for the first change, just because there doesn't seem to be enough like pressing momentum from that kind of part of the pitch. It's good move down that left hand side. Here's Palmer, cross, decent, doesn't find anyone in particular, should find Ralston on the other side. Young's is a loft option. That's way over hit again, man. That's twice you've done that, Ralston. Feel like there might be a change, definitely during the next 5 minutes or so. Just showing up, man. As long as you show up, I don't honestly give a shit about making money after this. I do it as a hobby, man, for crying out loud. Like, I do not honestly care. Any support's appreciated. If you like and sub, those are like genuinely the two big hitters for me. That was a good throw for Dundee, but immediately under hassle from us. That's a good piece of pressing. Doesn't necessarily work out though. They absolutely are the best team. What do you mean Celtic's the best team to ever grace this goddamn planet? Oh, there is some changes actually being made as soon as I say that actually. Well, Bernardo's one of them. Johnston's another, kind of what I would expect honestly, just to give us an extra route down that right hand side. So we've got our captain of the last game on. To be fair, he did contribute with a headed goal, so it'd be nice to see him do something similar today. Daiser Maeda's also gracing the field with his presence, and he looks blonder than ever. Clearly gave it a wee touch up before the match, which is always nice. So I don't think those are bad changes at all. Rios came on as well, just to kind of give us a little bit of a dynamic option. Some of the big guns are definitely on. There's Palmer that's came off as well. Palmer, Ralston and Bernardo are all the changes that are officially made at Tati. Johnston and Maeda are on, and immediately they try to get involved in the play here. Rio cuts it across. What have you missed in the Rangers game? Not so much. Half time. I mean, Aberdeen hit the post. There was an offside call between Rangers. Rangers scored, had a goal disallowed for offside. It was offside, but it was fucking minuscule, I'll be honest. Very, very harsh, but it is, by the laws of the game, going to be disallowed, so 1-0 still. That's a decent ball over the top. I mean, Dundee have provided little to no threat in the attacking third whatsoever, so well, I feel like the changes that we made are respectable. I feel like they can probably have an overall positive influence on the game, but it's a case of how quickly can they settle in, because again, you're near enough, 30 minutes left in the game, almost 2/3 of the way through. You don't want to leave this late. Not by any stretch of the imagination, man. It would suck ass. Do you like that FC have women and men playing together? I don't really give a shit because it's a video game. Like, if you're talking like intersex in real life, then it would just make no sense, right? Like, you see it whenever they do charity games, or UNICEF, or what is it, fucking, I think it is anyway, or Soccer Aid, aye, that's it, UNICEF Soccer Aid's the best example. It just wouldn't really make sense, but I don't really stand for or against that. I don't really play FIFA, so I don't care. We need Scales on up front right now. Aye, get the big fucking ginger ninja, pull its her head off for 30 yards out straight to the back of the net, no problems at all. Oh, we should have had 2 before half time. Arguably 3 or 4 if you're really nitpicking, but at the same time, you have to give Dundee the credit. They're doing what's necessary. It's one of those ones. There's a potential steal actually. Here's Carter. That's good. Johnston's immediately. This is what I was talking about. We're getting someone that can funnel down the wing a bit faster than Ralston. Not so bad at all. There's a switch. Good potential route in actually. There's no. That's like not the route I would take, but my ears got in there. That's awkward. Spilled across and away. Doesn't necessarily work out for us. Little unlucky. Could have been something up. Apparently people are saying Celtic are 1-0 up. I'm not too sure. There is a chance potentially down that cross it. Deflection! Oh, that is such a shit goal! But it's fucking Alistair Johnston again! Ale, ale, ale. He's there again, man. What the fuck? Let's go, you beautiful Canadian. Yes! Oh, that's an awful goal. It is an awful goal, I'm not going to lie, but we take it. Celtic are 1-0 to the good. Victory. It's on now. Right. I have no idea how the fuck that managed to work. But it took a massive deflection that just kind of makes it spill through. And Kyogo, I think that was who he was aiming for originally, but it takes a nick and Johnston's just like, fuck it, I'm sticking my leg out. Screw it. Gets his toes in, gets the dogs out for the boys, manages to get a little bit of a touch through, and it catches McCracken by surprise. McCracken is lacking, so to speak, just isn't switched on to it, and it's just played into the fucking... It's a well-taken finish, but it's a shit goal. Yes. Oh, Dundee have fallen over, so there's a foul at the gate. Brang. Great goal. Absolutely top goal. Goal of the season. That is the worst goal we will score for a long time. But the reaction to switch on to it, fair enough. Poetry in motion, exactly at first cut. Just, I have seen some beautiful things in my time. That might be one of them. Do you know how that fucking scene for Interstellar where he's like, you know, sitting there watching like the, you know, tapes back, he's like, kids, Forrest has just came on for Young. But it's just that goal on loop and he's just crying, you know. Exactly, yeah, that's Puskas worthy. Get him the Ballon d'Or just for that. But that is 2 games in a row where Johnston has scored. I want to point that out, like, again, this is why the guy's like slowly becoming my favourite player after we got rid of O'Reilly. You know what I mean? The guy is good. And people were saying that he was worse than Juranovic. Where are the people saying that he's worse than Juranovic now? Because if you ask me, he's not. Silla's just been put in the book. Alistair's a real one. It's like, thank fuck for him, honestly. No such thing as a Celtic shit goal. Wait until you see the highlights back, my guy. The Maple Leaf Maestro, oh my god. Imagine Murray Walker saying something like that, you know what I mean? I was just like using Sid Waddell's voice, you know what I mean? It's always fun. He managed to get in front of that just like a fucking traction engine, man. That was absolutely beautiful. Like, fucking hell yes, we take it. That's a good space out pass actually. It's awkward though, Silla's going to recover that one relatively fine. Bamboleo. It's a good one. That's a ball out towards Silla. Into space. Awkward. Carter Vickers. Should just play that back across comfortably. Liverpool are up 2-1. There you go. No complaints. Not bad at all. There's a run forward. Oh, hold on a second. There's like a fucking break on and a half here. Play that. Does play it. Kyogo's there. Gets taken. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. I'm sorry. Like, as soft as it is, it's a penalty. That is 100% right. Yellow cards came out. it's about as straightforward. Portales just really shouldn't have stood in front of his man there. Silly mistake. Kyogo was never really going to do anything. If he was going to get a touch in the ball, he would have had to take the touch away from goal. That is just poor from Dundee defensively. But we fucking take it. Brilliant breakaway play. I mean, it starts with the Belgian. He wins it, runs about 40 yards, gallops like a goddamn horse on crack cocaine. Kyogo for once times a ball in behind perfectly. The run is timed so well. Just about onside. And he gets taken down. It's a pull on the arm. It's a penalty kick. We've got a chance to make it 2. Balling. They're checking it apparently, but there's no way that it shouldn't be given. Basically, yeah, we're just doing what Aberdeen did, but just 20-30 minutes ahead of time. And Gels did fantastic. They're still checking. I don't like this. This is a pretty obvious call, right? He was onside and everything, so... Yeah, I mean, it has to be a penalty, right? I was going to say, there's no way that it isn't. Penalty should stand here. And it does. Balling. Right, let's score a goal, boys. I am going to get ready to celebrate because it's in Gels. And I'm doing research for a video that I'm making afterwards, by the way. Like, I'm covering the first 10 games of this, or most of the, up to these 10 games of the season so far for Celtic. I know when Gels is scoring this. I don't even need to fucking look. So I'm just going to get ready. Because I did this the last time and it worked. In Gels! You bastard! Score! Do it. I hate that it does a delay. It just made me look silly. Score this fucking goal. BANG! Let's go, boys! That's 2! Get it right fucking up them. That's what they get for playing the most stale defensive football I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's about as calm as a penalty as you can ask. Soccer point to Celtic. It's a well taken penalty. He just puts it down the middle. He knows that the goalkeeper's going to pick a side. He decides, fuck you, I'm going where I want. Straight into the central. There we go. And Gels puts it in. That's 2. And maybe the prediction for the 3 or 4-0 is on now, boys. It's back in action. Let's go. Oh. Most people love their kids. Most people love their wife. I'm loving Angels instead. Let's fucking go, boys. That's a lovely, well taken finish, by the way. It just doesn't really look that bothered. 3-1. Yes, between Liverpool. Love to see it. Good for them. Yeah, 17 million loss, Stockroom. That is ridiculously bad for a team of Rangers' calibre, but... I mean, ironically enough, they're sitting there in more debt than what Inverness are, and they were bitching at Inverness, trying to fucking ruin their thing with the whole administration leaving all that thing, so it's just really funny. Pour them on now. Exactly, right, we've got 2, let's get 2 more for vibes. Just so Stephen can get his bet, honestly. No balls, just goals. And Gels, 67th minute as well, might add, by the way. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Ball forward, Dundee are chasing it, get it up them, they're not going to get anywhere near that. Schmeichel's just going to gather it. Like, I don't disrespect teams like Dundee, but see when they come to Celtic Park and play these shittest brand of football, they deserve to be slated, right? Like, I have respect for teams like Aberdeen, teams like Kelly that will come to Celtic Park and actually try and give you a bit of a hassle even if they lose by 3 or 4. This is, like, not what to do at Celtic Park. Nah, man, just Rangers cubed. See, instead of the E, it will just be 3. You know what I mean? Make it a modern rebrand. Gakpo got 2 full. Oh, well, there you go. Ball. Well, they brought off Murray. Palmer Holding's the change that's been made. That's the official call. 69 minutes basically played. Nice. Leaves about 21 minutes or so for us to get a potential last minute, well, what am I saying, like last minute bet pull through. I'd like my predictions to work out. If you can subscribe, anyone that can, if you don't mind, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 1470 by the end of the stream, so any support would be useful. If not,
Yeah, exactly like that, Mark. Exactly like that. Oh wait, it was Kevin that put that comment on, the one below it. How you doing, Crowtails? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're well. That's a fella that donated us money in the last stream. Thank you very much for that, by the way. Very cool. Apparently 2-0 between Tottenham and City. Oh shit, it's bouncing around the box. Can we do something? Not necessarily to get out from it. Olsen's just going to try and get it forward, not necessarily played into space, but... the Sheep are indeed doing a respectable job. They could have been 2-0 up, Crow. They had a penalty chance and missed it, but at the same token, they also had a disallowed goal from fucking... Who was it that scored again? Was it Dees? I think it was Dees. He was the one that was offside anyway. Appreciate the people that are pulling us back to the 1467. Very, very cool. Could have been decent. Headed forward. Dundee are on the chase down. Doesn't necessarily... Yeah, there's no real issues with that one. Aye, Rangers aren't just playing bad, they're playing bad. You know, they are playing horrible, which is good for us, but maybe not so good for us at the same time. I would ideally like it to end 1-1 in that game for vibes. They've had a few seasons of profit, that's why they're not like worried. Oh, we're up for plus 50 likes. Balling. Well, we've hit the like goal for the stream, so that's fantastic, thank you. Dundee are just taking a minute to decide what they're going to do with this crossing. Like, we've been standing here for 40 seconds, are you going to play the pass or not? Please. There we go. Goes for it. Doesn't work out. Surprise, surprise. They have a bit of an opening there though. Silla's got a hold up touch going, doesn't necessarily find it out. Swung into the box, awkward. Dundee definitely had, that's probably their best chance of this entire half, and it's not even a chance. Should tell you how desperate it is, but Carter Vickers gets on the end of the flick on, makes sure that it goes out. If Dundee United win and Rangers lose, Rangers will be joint third. Well, there you go. If Aberdeen get one or two more, then they could always swing it on goal difference too, you know. That's what I always do whenever I watch live streams as well, Shane. I just like it immediately, so I'm like, cool. And just so I don't forget. Hold on a second, football, do it! Chance, ball into the box, it's awful, but there's a chase down. Brilliant work for Lucky. Ball into the box again, there's a bit of a chase down, no one's really there. Forrest, I respect him for trying to get there, but the kid, like, the guy's like 5'5", he's not going to get anywhere near that. It's played out and Silla just buys the fill, simple and effective for them. 3-2 in the Liverpool game, balls. Balls. Well, I mean, I still have faith. Sunday night playing the night. Yeah, there's a bunch of other games going on now. I can give you a quick rundown and glance if you want. Killie are 2-1 up against Hearts, so that's funny. Motherwell are drawing with Dundee, so that's interesting. County and Hibs are 0-0. St Mirren are 2-1 up against them. Aberdeen are obviously winning against, and then we're here. But I mean, the key one to keep an eye out is that one, 1-1. But yeah, Hearts. I want to kind of quickly check what's going on with us. What the fuck, man? Really don't. Oh, they conceded twice in 5 minutes. That's bad. Fair enough. Back to this game because this is the one that matters, though. Good night all round. Damn fucking straight, Crowtails. Damn fucking straight. Aberdeen have been robbed with decisions tonight. I can't say I've been watching them, so I can't attest, but fair enough. I'm going to play Rocket League. Enjoy, man. We just need to see a couple more now. An extra goal would do me very nicely. Classic standard back-to-back 3-0 wins. Back-to-back clean sheets heading into a semi-final game. Doesn't do us too bad at all. It's definitely a tale of two halves again. It seems to be the Celtic way to just have one shit half followed up by one respectably good. And this has been a respectively good half. It's nothing too particularly great, let's say, but we've done what we've needed to do. 2 goals to the good, don't see Dundee scoring 3, so at the very least we're guaranteed to be quite comfortably fine up. Oh, for fuck's sake, aye. You want another goal? I love that. It's amazing that I have a model sitting there pure plugging for me, but thank you very much, Megan. Anyone that has liked the stream, very cool. Genuinely, thank you for the support. Anyone that's subscribed, absolute blessed to you as well. Even Lucas came through with a wee donation, which is always nice and lovely. That's a ball in. Is it potentially threatening? Not really. There's a chase down. Maeda, use your legs. Yes, should be a foul. Doesn't get the foul. Right, with Riot, they just hurt my boy. What do you mean? Maeda doesn't look too happy. He just gets up and kind of goes... the chat leader, I guess. I feel I actually wish there was a way to see who's actually like commented the most on streams, because I feel like Flash would be up there with Gaz. Watchalong would be up there too. I'd say there's a couple of ones as well. I'd say maybe Crowtails might be in there. Maybe Scott as well. There's a few faces that would definitely be in the running for sure. Maeda to score, it would be some fucking... I think it deserves it, just for the vibes. But Skater, this is one of the changes I was talking about. Carter Vickers, just to protect his fitness skills, is going to come on to see the game out with Trusty. Make sure that we've got our kind of back two that we've been familiar with for the last kind of few match days. So we're going to be complete lockout comfortable now. Autocorrect is the biggest bitch on planet Earth, man. That thing will just... They ever told someone to go and duck themselves before? Because I certainly have. I appreciate that, Crow. Hit me with the domain expansion, thumbs up. You have to say it in the Italian accent as well. Leonardo Scalacci. Let's just hope he has a very comfortable end to this game. That's a good playing behind. Lovely feet for him. What's Rio's take here? Just plays it central instead. Okay, that's fine. Funnily. Got there in the end, Mark. Almost. It's a lovely ball out. Let's see where this one goes. McCowan's got it held up. He's had a very, very good game, might I add, by the way. I know he's not contributed much, but he's been very composed. We were kind of talking about with Flash yesterday. He thought that it was going to be a bit of a different layout, but I kind of called it. I was right about Palmer and Yang starting. I was spot on about the midfield three. The only one that I got wrong was Ralston, which is a bit of a surprise, but I just thought Johnston would have started based on the fact that he scored in the last game. So I have a friend that has Italian in his blood, so I'm forced to know the accent. It's kind of one of my things. The Italians have one of the nicest accents on the planet. They're they're just really nice people as well, honestly. But I love like the pure stereotype one, you know what I mean? You always see it in Family like babaraboopy, babarababarabo. Like that fucking scene in Family Guy always makes me laugh. It's just like, hey, Casey. Oh, lovely. That could be something. Press him. Doesn't necessarily get it, but it's a good hustle because it means that we'll get the ball back anyway. I love that. Trust it. Switches it out. Liverpool finish 3-2. Let's go. Good. Right, one of my teams has won. Forest. Lovely step inside. Shoot it! Taylor, you should have shot there, son. You had the time. Oh, we do have a shot from range though. And Joe's just decided, fuck it. I'll do it myself. Just sends it flying. Every time it cuts to the Green Brigade, I always try to see him because I know exactly where he's sitting. Oh, why is the devil red there? Holy shit, the Red Devils have made an appearance. What the fuck is purple everywhere else? But yeah, 69 likes, hell yeah. That's the funny number again, twice. And we could hit 1469. Jesus Christ, man, we're hitting all the parable numbers potentially. I need 3 people to do me a solid here. About 12 minutes left in, well, let's say 12 minutes, it's more or less a 79th rate, so about 11 minutes or whatever the additional time. Here's a chance for Dundee on the break. There's a potential opportunity to do something here. We have a Welshman. No fucking way. Let's go. Our fellow Celtic brothers absolutely love it. I'm getting a little bit concerned with the amount of murders that Martin's watching. Oh, apparently it's 1-1 between Aberdeen and Rangers. Oh no. It's not as if it's really going to affect us too much. Good move. Could be potentially dangerous there. There's a break on. Nice, I don't mind that. No real issues. Just keeps it on the deck. Nothing problematic there. As long as we're keeping the ball on the floor, it's not too bad. Alright, Dees, nice to see you, man. Hope you're good, hope you're good. Need one more goal for your cup when I come in. Needs to use with internet law, exactly right now. It's been established. Can he not do it now, right? Today's mission, make sure that you get it done, soldier. There's too many things that we need to worry about for here. It's just simple on the ground football. I actually do like that a lot for Johnston as well. The attempted control touch was actually quite nice. He just didn't necessarily execute it the right way. It's been spilled out any space and we can potentially cause them problems here. There's a bit of a move going on for Dundee, but they're just getting crushed out every time they get in the midfield. There is a confirmation that it's 1-1. We are top of the league now. Exactly that. How long's left? Well, on my screen, about 10 minutes. Well, 9 minutes. Johnston's just getting his fitness levels back up there. Like he doesn't look like he's doing too good, but he's on his feet, which is the main thing. That's all I really care about. If you want a little look at the statistics, if Google has decided to fucking update them, there is your table as it stands. Rangers would be 8 points behind us, which would be very funny considering the fact we played 10 games. AJ looks sparkled, I know. That's what I'm saying. He looks out a wee bit flushed, but he's more than likely going to continue to see this game out. Mad, honestly. We've had nearly 70. Bliss. One of my better performance streams in terms of likes then. We just need Aberdeen to score to save you. Well, my fingers are crossed for you, brother. But as it stands here, we're chilling out. Very well, look up. There's that cut back across. They'll just try and play a simple pass across instead. That's Dundee are they're playing a much more expansive game. They'll just try to play quick, longer passes. They know that they're not going to have the ball for too much. That's a really good stand-in for Trusty. Bites the foul and everything. Good work for the big man. Like that. Campbell's a wee bit irritated, but it's definitely a foul. There's nothing wrong with that. Aberdeen will win 2-1. Man is confident. We love to see it. I love to see that, man. How you doing, Brian? Hello there. Hope you're well, mate. Oliver Viscales just plays it safe. Schmeichel for the first time in like 10 minutes. We've seen him. There he is. That's good. Tail up. Very quiet game for the left back, I'll be honest. Hasn't been involved too much. He's been put in the book, so it's just a very quiet, I'd say standard 6 type of performance for him. Nice step inside, could be threatening, doesn't necessarily decide, and that one still bouncing around and awkward. No one really decides to get onto that. Could have been potentially dangerous, but nothing comes of it, which is fine, I guess. But we should have done a bit better there. We had it in the box and could have done something way better. Well, unlucky, but it is what it is. Aberdeen will win 4-7-41. Some other good break inside there. It's just the same issue. We're getting into the right areas, but we're just kind of stammering around the edge of the box. We're kind of playing around the outside, not really doing too much in terms of positional awareness, which is fine. I don't mind that, but we can get a third. That would just do a wee bit better for our overall happiness. I think 3-0 would be very much more than fine. He had the Angel first, hell yeah. You've got a 5 out of 166 back. I love how everyone's like just betting addicts now. Love it. Just so many weird moments of play happening here, no one's comfortable with it at all. Kyoko and Skills don't look too happy. Kyoko's giving the finger and everything like nah. Trying to walk away for his man. Portales is trying to keep him mocked, and Gilles has got a corner to swing in here, so potential for us to do something at least. Any news updates on either Calmac? Calmac's just been rested for the sake of being rested. He'll be back in most likely the next match or so, I'd imagine anyway. Either's going to be out for a bit longer though, because he's moon booted. Potentially a few weeks to potentially January. Nothing concrete though, so just have to base it on what's necessary. The information that we have. Every Aberdeen player would walk through walls. Well, they're tough bastards, give them credit where it's due. It's another corner kick coming up for us. Dundee more than happy to just try and frustrate the rest of this game out. Tire it, keep it simple, no real problems for them. They've asserted the fact that they're going to lose. Kyoko gives like a little moment with Portales there, I guess. It's wild to see the fact that we're playing relatively good though. The second half hasn't been woeful by most aspects, it's just same issue. High volume of shots, very few on target. Mali, I guess you're talking about. It can be Skills replacement when Skills replaces Van Dijk at Liverpool. Imagine that. Jesus Christ, the last thing I would expect to see Liam Skills is to see him pull on a shot with the Reds, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would suit him, right? A ginger playing in red. Yeah, Dundee are just bringing on a kind of last ditch change just for the sake of giving someone else about a minute. As a goal scorer so far? Well, Johnston scored the opener after a kind of weird infield deflection, redirected shot. It was actually very well taken. Lyle Camerons came off, Braybrooks came on. That's the final change for Dundee by the looks of it. Then Angels got a penalty, or scored from a penalty after a Keogh goal foul. It was a penalty, I should point out. Portales pulled his arm, took him out of the game. Straightforward as it is. Only about 4 minutes left here, so getting there bit by bit. Trade deal. We give you Liam Scales, we take Van Dijk back. Just imagine Onslaught looking at us like, are you insane? Fuck right off. We'll miss the idea option big stuff. I feel like that's relatively true, but can't really do too much about it right now. Here's my header. There's actually a chance. That's a lovely ball for Rio. He just steps around the outside of the box, eventually cuts it back for Taylor to gather. Skills is there. More or less the entire Celtic 11 were in the opposition half. It was just a loose pass for Skills. I couldn't really sort out. It'll be out for a throw. I think a throw in anyway. If not, then it's a goal kick, but out the corner flag and went out either side. the sheep are going to beat you. So far, it's very much even that. It would be a cracking deal, but it's never going to happen, right? Like, even if you, like, cheesed FIFA over and over again, you wouldn't ever get that deal to work in real life. They would just look at you and go, back up north immediately, pal. What's it? Back up north immediately, pal? That would be something like that, actually. It wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't be speaking Scottish. Ooh. I was going to say, Dundee actually had an opening there and they opted not to use it. Good for them, I guess. You think skills can go up a few more levels? I mean, he's already playing at the highest level there is, you would say. Champions League, enjoying himself, vibes. We don't necessarily need to worry. No fucking shot, Aberdeen are 2-1 up. No fucking shot, Aberdeen are 2-1 up. Please. Hold that, right, I fucked this game, I need to switch to the other one, I'm sorry, I need to see what happens. Oh, no way. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That is like SPFL football in its purest. Harris just scored to make it 2-1. That is so fucking poor. Let's go, Aberdeen. No fucking way. Oh no. Oh no. What does that mean for them? It hasn't updated yet, but they would be on 80. We'd be 10 points clear. Bellissimo. Obviously, I know Aberdeen are with us, but Jesus Christ, that is fucking staggering. You can hear it does like a mini wee cheer coming through on our end as well. Let's see. I think they must have heard that there's a goal on the other end because you could hear a bunch of like Celtic fans like cheering. That's amazing. Oh my god, 2,670 cash out. How much did you place down on it? If it was a 50, right, I would say maybe. Leave it until like the 80th minute, because that's usually when they do high stake cash outs and you can get like a bit more bang for your buck. It's a good one to take though. You've just covered all your bets. Into the bastards. Let's go, man. I can't fucking believe that. They're actually going to lose like 2 times in 3 match days. That's fantastic after ripping the piss out of us. They ripped the piss out of us for drawing with Aberdeen. Can I point this out, by the way? And that's when we got cheesed. Oh, chance for us to get a third. Maeda's just headed it over the bar for point blank range. He's missed a sitter. Bastard. They genuinely do deserve it by the sounds of it, man, honestly. How many minutes are left? Just the 3 additional, mate. The whistle's going to go in the next, like, minute or so. We're just heading into the 92nd now. So there's about a minute left, and then full time. So we can vibe. And then we get to watch the rest of the Aberdeen and Rangers game for vibes, so stick around for that if you want to see if they win or lose. They've sent the ball forward for this one, though. It's just kind of being passed around. Dundee don't look too intent in trying to do anything particularly special, so I'm going to spark up and enjoy myself, because hell yes. Oh shit, guess there's a yellow card coming out. Mulligan! Kinda just stuck his leg out, pulled it, aye, kinda just pulls at McCowan. A wee bit too obvious though. We've got about 25 seconds left and then the whistle fucking goes, boys. Let's go. I mean, it wasn't the 6-0 prediction that most of it. I mean, I was 3-4-0, but I ain't going to complain. Honestly, 3 points is 3 points, and I'm very, very chuffed with that. We cannot complain at all. Blow the whistle. Whistle's blown. I'm quite pleased. I am very, very fucking pleased. Oh, right, I thought they blew for full time. No, they decided to play on for a full. I thought it was full time for a second. No, nope, we're still going. I don't know why. Could blow the whistle at any point now. We're past the 93rd. Blow the whistle, you can. Do it now, please. That'd be nice. Potential for us to actually get another one. No, not necessarily. Blow the whistle, man. He's really extending this for the sake of it, isn't he? Jesus Christ. 3.5 minutes played, still going. Blow the whistle, you prick. Do it now. Do it now, please. Blows the whistle. It's game over. We win. Let's fucking go. Happy chappy. That's actually one of the people that hinged to me today. But I am a happy chappy. Now, I know that there's still another game going on, but by tradition I'm about to scream very loudly. So for anyone that's new here, please lower your volume because I'm about to yell. Right, and you just don't want to, you know, have to go to see a, you know, audiologist or whatever the fuck they're called to deal with it. So now's your ample time. But let's run down the list. So, Megan for the gifted, looking for the donation, and for Celtic for the win. Yes! Yes! Fuck yes! We don't fucking panic against teams that play in blue. Oh, we're just too good at football. We're so good at the game. Yes. We win. Victory. We take it. Absolute bliss. Absolute bliss. We win. Woo! Yeah, baby. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. And now it's time to watch the rest of this motherfucking game. So let's go back to this because we've got one game to still focus up on. We take it. Absolute bliss. Background change next. I want to get like an actual members wall thing for back here at some point, actually. We take it though. We've still got about 10 minutes of this game left to play through, so I'm going to be watching quite closely with that to see what happens. I swear to God, if like, a draw isn't bad, I wouldn't mind that, honestly. Like, they wouldn't be horrible. So we take it. I love it, everyone enjoys that, man. I don't know how it even started, but the fact that it's became a tradition at this point is just a vibe. Just turn off his fucking shite. No. I want to see you suffer, Gaz. Not you personally, but your team, for having the balls to rip the piss out of us for drawing with these cunts. They've just brought on a change as well. Clarkson's on for McGrath. Is that your way off now? Look, you enjoy yourself, wee man. Thank you for popping in. And again, thank you for the donation. Tell your ma I said thank you for that. Very cool. If we hit 85, the Dons will score again. Get it done. There's still a bit of time, right? They can always potentially fuck this for themselves, so spark the celebratory banger, don't you worry, man. It's happening. I have one rolled over there. That will get being spot right after this game. Because I need to get to work on a video after this as well, because we're now past 10 likes. Not 10 likes, sorry, but 10 league match days, and I said to someone, I'm not sure who commented on it, but on the O'Reilly video, like at the end of August, someone asked me to do it as like a halfway point thing, or like an update thing with points and systems and stuff, so I'm going to be working on that for the next day or two. So it will be out most likely after the Aberdeen game, because it's going to take a shit ton of time and effort to edit, basically, so... But, yeah, keep an eye out for that. That might be something worth for anyone that's on the channel long term and actually likes this type of content, so bless. How you doing, Naughty? Nice to see you, man. Naughty O'Leary, what a fucking name. Still got about 9 minutes in this one. It's going to be an interesting... Oh, Dundee United got beat. Hold on. I actually should check what all the other results is. Kelly managed to hold on. Motherwell did get a... Fair enough. 3 shots on target, 2 goals. That's a rip for Dundee, but it's good for Motherwell actually. I just realised, right, for the table, that's not bad for them, because they go into 4th. So it's not horrible. And we're not doing so bad either, because we're 9 points clear of Rangers as it stands right now, and if they equalise, still not that bad. It only just means that we're on top of the table by 2 points, so we're in a win-win scenario. St Mirren have put themselves in the fight for top 6 again, so good for them. Kelly's win just there, make sure that they're in the top 6, and Hearts are now rooted at the bottom of the table, because obviously, you know, Dundee still have a game in hand to play, and Hibs obviously still have their game in hand to play too, so that's pretty fucked up. Wild. Suppose we should bring this one up on the big screen, right, just so you can get a rundown of the stats and stuff. And then what I can do with this one here is switch that out for the Celtic scoreline, so anyone that comes in late like, oh shit, what happened, they can still see that we did win very comfortably indeed. You need to do another celebration for when Rangers lose. Nah. Nah, it's only tradition for when Celtic win, right? It's not a win for us that Rangers lose, it's just funny. Right, I'll give you like a no, I guess, you know what I mean? Or like an up them. But Sterling's just been yellow carded too, so ooh. Don't worry, Cass, you're safe. You're not going to be you're not going to be hustled that bad. Don't you worry, fella, you're fine. It is a little funny. It's slightly humorous. Because this is the exact same shit that happened last season, right? Like, Rangers got a bit conky, like, you know, confident, you know, Beale doing alright just towards the end of the last season. Like, oh, with the right investments. With the right investments. Well, the investments have gone as well as, like, the fucking market crash in 2000. Just woefully bad. I'd honestly say it's up there with the Great Depression, because I don't think there's too many Rangers fans that will be, like, watching this game. Like, at least we played well. Look, bro, they're not just like 9 points behind us. They're like now 9 points behind Aberdeen. That's a 3-game sweep. Basically, already it means that Celtic can afford to lose every Old Firm from now to the end of the season and still be ahead of Rangers, even if they're pitch perfect. It's fucking wild. I don't really know what to say. Clement's raging, man. He's standing there with his arms out like, but it's funny. It's good. Aye, guys gets the pass. I know my family won't be too happy anyway, but I'll find it humorous. Clement's just been booked. No way. Let's go. Get the bald man sent off before his last time. Yes. Aberdeen, I think they finished 7th or 8th last season. Their bounce back this season has been fucking terrific. Genuinely, nothing but praise for Jimmy and what he's done for the boys. Honestly, he's like good for, but it's good for the league as well, right? You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, as much as it sucks that there's someone that's still keeping pace with us after all this time, they deserve it, right? They've dug out wins when they've had to. They've not necessarily won games 4 or 5-0 at times like we have, but what they have done is just hang in there, and you can say nothing but fair fucking dues to them. Genuinely nothing but fair play. At the same token, Rangers have just kind of forgotten what their identity is. I feel like Clement's tried to install a whole new one that just doesn't make sense. Yeah, but this is a thing, like, it's just like humorous to me. Like, not in the kind of haha get up them, it's just like a wow. Why does this always happen? Like, I genuinely like feel so bad for you at times. Like, it's like you're not meant to feel bad for your rivals, but at the same time I kind of do, because I'm like, for fuck's sake, man. All that talk at the start of the season and all that build up to like, oh, we're going to fucking hang in. Like, we knew, right? Like, my predictions were quite comfortable, man. Like, I thought Rangers would I mean, they still probably will finish second, right? But fuck me, they need to get their finger out their arses. If they want to get anything, they need to at least get an equaliser in this game to make it doable for themselves, to at least kind of be in there towards the Christmas, or the end of Christmas, I should say. Like, when January hits, they want to kind of be no more than 4 or 5 points off. They play with a very, very like old-fashioned militant style, where it's not just individual brilliance, it's a team mentality that Aberdeen play with, and Aberdeen will always capitalise on that sort of stuff. Rangers have a corner come in here, oh my god, yeah, had to be cleared off the line. It's not really comfortably dealt with by anyone, so could be awkward. Rangers don't seem too pleased with it, but Aberdeen are starting to play the defensive game a lot more seriously, so I should tell you exactly what the game plan is. Yep, they're stuck until they get our guy in, even as an interim. Just because I'm a slightly passionate person, Stockroom. It's mad. For the most part, exactly that. It's just a relaxed approach. But Motherwell are genuinely a win-off, yeah. Rangers just had a half chance there. Raskin just missed an opportunity. Fucking hell, man. They're getting... It's getting a little bit desperate in there, poor odds, eh? It's quite funny. It's just a little bit humorous. Like, he genuinely looks scared. Anytime it cuts to Clement, he's just... He looks like a fucking scared squirrel without the fur. Just constantly, bro, no offence or anything, right? But like, from the bits that I've seen, Aberdeen just haven't looked that bothered. They've genuinely enjoyed themselves. You take it easy, Armin. It's a pleasure to have you in here, brother. Thank you for the support today. A couple of injuries to that Rangers team and they'll be potentially in the battle for top 6, who knows? Well, they need to really figure out a game plan and fast, because it's not looking good for them. There's another cross in and it's just comfortably gathered. I do not believe it. They are going to lose again. Nothing but praise for Aberdeen though. They deserve it. Genuinely do. Slight chase down there. They've given the ball away to the Dons again. They're just running it into the corner. Let's go. Shithouse tactics have came into full effect. They're trying to time waste the fuck out of the ball. That is brilliant. They ain't even trying to put it into the box or anything. They're just kind of holding it up. Time to get the roast chin out. Oh god. There's another yellow card being brandished. They're having a meltdown, or they're doing it again. It's actually a fucking bliss. Like, how have they fucked it this bad already? It's amazing. There's assholes on both sides, exactly it. Oh, there's Malloy, there's Megan's man of the match for Aberdeen, I guess. That's him being put in the book. I do not fucking believe it. The sheep shaggers are on the surge? No way. That's a lovely ball out, no fucking shot. Aberdeen are actually in behind. They could potentially score again here, but he's going to run the... he's just going to run to the corner. I fucking love that so much. No way they're actually shithousing to the fullest extent, man. 2-1 up on their time wasting every opportunity, just like taking all the time in the world, playing it as slow as they can. It's, oh god. They will not be pleased. Meltdowns are funny. Well, I mean, Stephen won't be too displeased at all, man. Like, if he's kept his bet on, he's up a good few hundred now. So big up Stephen, well played to him. But well played to Aberdeen as well, let's go. That's just, honestly, baffled. And they can't sack their manager until they get someone in on interim to actually fucking like fire him first. They've put themselves in the worst possible position, and it's just like, how do you fuck it that bad? I know Rangers weren't going to be particularly class or anything, but bro. People are already going off in the Discord as well. One thing I should say, if you haven't, please go into the description. You can join the Discord for free if you haven't. You obviously just need an account first. There's about 30 seconds left in this game and then it's done. I don't believe my eyes, man. It's a bit of a chase down. They're going to need to go forward now. This is like the full-on last destination they have to go. No way. I mean, the loss to Kelly was probably what forced this issue, man. Clement has just not got a clue about what the fuck he's got as an identity in that team. The ball's into the box. Oh, they just missed this fucking big chance right at the end of the game. Tavernier's just missed a sitter. They just missed an absolute sitter. No way. To be fair, it's not as if I can say anything. That's basically what my Ada did like 3 times a day when he came on, but holy shit, that could have been it. And when they send this out, chances are. That's the full-time whistle. That's fucking insane. Rangers have lost 2 of the last 3 to go fucking not just a few points behind now, but 9 points behind. Not just Celtic, but Aberdeen now as well. That is insane. That is actually fucking well played, Aberdeen. Well played indeed. And we got shit for drawing with them. Man. It doesn't look as if, like, yeah, they just took their chances when they came, held off when they had to. Pass accuracy is horrible, but there you go. There's a little look at the table for these gentlemen. You decided to stick with it. Good shit, man. $700, 700 smackaroonies. That is no fucking bad at all, man. Well done. Genuinely, congratulations, mate. That's class. Aberdeen keep their streak alive. 9 wins and a draw for them. Still no losses. Still undefeated after 10. So they'll definitely feel like they've got a fucking real swing of momentum now. Genuinely, they feel like they've got potential to kind of keep the pressure on us. And Rangers are just not really settled in. They're not there. And honestly, it's just bad for them. Just really bad for them, because I don't see them getting out of this rut anytime soon, and they have to continuously fucking hustle and hassle for results. Aberdeen will keep that going for as long as they can, 100%, right? Like, you feel like their next few fixtures, this is why this semi-final is going to be so important now, because Celtic haven't looked particularly convincing in the last 2 games, but we've got results in them. Aberdeen have looked very, very good, so the semi-final now is going to be very important for us. Should probably pull that up on the screen as well, actually, just so you can get a rough idea of when it is. Because it's not that long until that actually happens. There you go. Up in the corner there if you want to take a little gander. 2nd of November at 17:30, 5:30 kick-off. Needed a wee win, damn right. He's genuinely had some very good bets in here. He's won like 900 quid before off of bets and everything, man. The guy knows his stuff, he knows his teams. Well done indeed. Well done indeed to them. Yeah, I'll be taking a little 10-15 minute break to kind of reset myself, and then I'll be in Discord for like an hour or 2 until I need to go and make a video for the first like 1/3 of the season where I'm reviewing basically every Celtic game from the start of the season till now, and I'm just going to do like a point system kind of thing, like grade it. And I guess if you want to watch that, it can you can pop along and have a wee gander, I suppose.
You'll be on the Rangers pages for the meltdown, damn right, man. Waiting for CG Novo's upload just to see what he has to say, because I feel like there's a couple of opinions that they'll have now. Nah, I'm not a betting man either. Like, sure, I get my predictions right more often than not, but no point in being a better, you know, too skint for it, simply put. Well, fair enough, they can put on their clown outfits. I'm pretty sure they can take them off now, actually, that's what I should say. They dressed up early this year, bunch of clowns, man. Basically all you need for it is essentially just a Discord account, Stephen, and if you don't know what Discord is, it's basically just like a social media app that you can, you know, come in, join a bunch of different stuff. There's a bunch of different servers of different things. One of our servers, or at least the one that me and Flash co-run, that's the Celtic community one, which is basically what, you know, people just come in their vibe. Whenever I'm making thumbnails or talking about shit, I just go into the hangout chat so people can just come in, ask questions whenever they want, kind of thing. But obviously there are rules, keep that in mind if you decide to join. Meltdown is definitely incoming though, 150%, like holy shit, it is bad for them. But they have to pick themselves and go again because they've got a cup semi-final to kind of deal with now, right? So, oh, we had it before, there you go. Yeah, allow people to basically come in, voice their opinions and just say their piece, so to speak. So we'll be in there for about an hour or so. Ah, I know you joined a few days ago, I've seen that, Chief. But I don't think there's necessarily too much else left to cover. I've been live for a bit longer than I'm actually about the same length of time, honestly. It's about 2.5 hours, give or take. That's more than fine. Genuinely thank you for the support the day again, Megan. Fucking top class as always, man. Genuinely baffles me, but very much appreciated. It's down in the description, mate. If you just go half a full screen, just scroll down, it'll be in there. That's what I'm saying, Mark. It literally is just the link in there. You can click on it and there you go. We got 80 likes, banging. Well, more than happy with that. More than happy with that. You take it easy, Megan. Thank you for the support. Too much else left to really cover. I guess if we're choosing man of the match, I'd say probably in Gels. I'd say in Gels. I think he deserves it, in my opinion. But we'll get to see you. Damn right, in fact, as you say there, is it? Saturday's the next time that we go. 2nd of November. But like I said, keep an eye out for me kind of maybe getting a video in between that time or not. I'm not honestly too sure, but I'm going to start making the video tonight. I've got most of the actual research and screenshots done, so I just need to actually sit down, do the recording, and then fucking put it all into something like 10 or 15 minutes. You know, I don't want to have it be a long video, but keep an eye out. It's just known as the Celtic. What was the actual like specifics of it? It's the Celtic FC fan zone. But you only get in it through like invitational links, so that's usually through Flash's stuff that he does or mine. Celtic will need to, we'll absolutely have to be on our best form, 100%. We can't afford to kind of half-ass it against them in any capacity. We need to play hard, we need to play fast, 100%. But I'm going to get my Spotify pulled up and get the outro music ready to go. And we can end this stream relatively quickly after that. There we go. That sorts all the basic stuff out. So, like I said, 2nd November, that's the next time that we'll be live, but I'll kind of post in the community thing how the progress of the video is going either the day before to let you know what's happening with it or whatever else, but I'll kind of just be working on that a little bit of time. So let's go the intro. Thank you for coming, thank you for joining us. If you've been here from the start, if you're popping in just to have a little look at the VOD, thank you. It's still very much, you know, appreciated, and the support as always has been top class. We did very good. We didn't hit the sub goal tonight, but that's more than fine. We did very well on every other metric. Thank you to everyone that liked the stream and kind of just popped in. It's very much appreciated. We go again, like I said, in a few days, 2nd of November.
we're live at pretty much, I'd say about 5:15. I think that will probably be the time that I'll start this thing up, give people about 10 or 15 minutes to get in. But you enjoy yourselves. Thank you for coming along, Harry. Genuinely appreciate you as always, mate. Same with you, Mark. Same with you, Caden. Same with everyone that's in here. Likewise with Brian. Everyone that's decided to stick around to the end. Appreciate you as always, lads. But I'm going to get ready to bail out, do what's necessary. Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world. Enjoy the rest of your night, lads. We'll fucking go again. Next time it's cup fucking semi-final action. We ball! But until then, enjoy your Halloween. Have a good spooky season and enjoy yourselves, brothers. I will see you then. Until then, boys. Celtic are still the best team in the world. Hail, hail.